We have the Urge Special. And the reason we have the early bird special is because today I have thought about it. I have given it much contemplation, and I am going to announce a new way to scam my audience. That's right. Just when you thought that there could not be any further to do on proper scamming techniques of the YouTube community, today I am launching a new super scam SupaChat campaign. But first, I have to get my computer on, which is not running so good, but I'm going to try to be able to see the comments because I want to know what you think about the new $10 super scam SupaChats from the deep. And that's going to happen. So with the caveat, now of course there's always going to be a caveat. The $10 super scam SupaChats, they start at $10. And that's for a quick under 2-minute shout out. However, if you want me to tell a little story about yourself or your channel or your life, we can bring it up to 11-minute storylines for a nominal fee of $50 US. That can be donated either as a one-time fee to my Patreon page, or if you choose, you can send that in the form of SupaChat. So what I want you to understand is that this is a super scam SupaChat show. You know that because apparently this fedora means when you see it, you're getting scammed, bamboozled, and hoodwinked all at one time, just for that amount of topic matter, just for that. And the Big E is here. Welcome to the machine. Big E, I drafted a letter to you this morning with a list of some videos I wanted you to send to Canoy and some other people, and my computer, it dropped out of sight. So it's in the draft mode. I don't want you to think I forgot about. Well, you didn't even know about something, so I couldn't forget about it. But I have my computer went down again. So that's what the computer crashed. I mean, when I say it crashed, the screen went, then it went black and white, then it went black and white checkers on different sides of the screen, and then it crashed. So I turned it back on, and then it crashed again. Since yesterday, it's been running bad. So I'm on the tablet now, and there's the screen. I'm on the tablet. I don't know. I don't really know how to fix this problem. I ran the virus protection program 10, 12 times in the last 2 days. I mean, it was on all night. So anyway, good morning, Big E. So when do you have your Big E extravaganza show? Is it still at 4:15 this afternoon? And the Who. I want to talk about the Who also. The musical group, the Who, you know that. So who is better at scamming? 5 o'clock. So Big E has a Big E extravaganza. I think he has an interview with Go-Go Bobo. So if you guys are around at 5 p.m. Philippines time, Big E is going to interview the guy with the electronic voice, who personally I can't understand. But I have this thing about electronic voices. If I don't understand, see, when I was in construction, if I had a man that worked low water man or at the bottom of the crane or something like that, and I had to ask that man twice, what did you say? I would let the guy go. I would let them go. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and operate a crane with 6, 8, 10 people's lives under my supervision. And if I have to focus on somebody to say something twice, I'm not going to deal with that. In life, I don't deal with asking people to say things twice. And that should give you a little bit of a clue as to how important I believe a person's ability is to communicate. I'm going to say, I'm sitting there operating a crane with 10, 12 tons over 14 people, 60-foot sticks. If I make a mistake because I have to ask somebody something twice and get frustrated, then I could kill or maim 2 or 3 or 4 people. I'm not going to do it. So when I have to focus on listening to an electronic voice and I can't hear every single word and I have to go back, I won't do it. But Big E is going to interview Gogo Bobo. And if you like Gogo Bobo, go to Big E's show at 5 o'clock and try to figure out what Gogo Bobo is saying, because I won't take the time to do that. And it's just that simple. I can't, if I have to sit at my computer like this and try to focus on what somebody is saying, I go to the next show. I won't do that. But Big E, he's going to interview Gogo Bobo. So if you like Gogo Bobo, go there and check it out. And I'm serious. In real life, if I have to, as a contractor, if I have to say to a man, what did you say? What did you say? Please tell me what you said. Please speak louder. Please speak clearly. Then I have to ask, then I'm doing something twice. And that means I'm losing time and money. But I have a way to figure out how to make up that money. I got now an idea, because I got the fedora and I got the mask. Okay? I came up with a new way to scam people. Okay, so we have now $10 super scams from the deep. What I'm going to do? All right, wait a second. Big E. All right. So Mrs. Hapster will be... Okay, so Big E is having an extravaganza today. We're not just talking about Gogo Bobo. We're talking about Mrs. Hapster, wonderful lady from Hawaii, and Kanoy in the Philippines is going to be on the panel, and he's from Canada, married to a Filipina. Okay, well, if I'm awake and if I have time, of course I'm going to come see the show. But I have a way of blocking out that electronic voice. I got to tell you, I'm not a musician, but I really got involved with listening to music and through meditation. And what I learned is you can just block out certain tonal frequencies. Like you can pick out, like when I was banging on the drums for just a few short months. When I was banging on the drums, my instructor, Rocco, he explained to me how to focus on the drum beat, okay? But through meditation, you learn how to focus on any one instrument. So you can block out all the other instruments. I'm being serious now. You can listen to, I did it with Pink Floyd. You could do it with Pink Floyd. I did it with Pink Floyd. You could do it with anything. I would listen to the guitar in Pink Floyd, but I wouldn't hear anything else. I wouldn't hear the voices either. I wouldn't hear the drums. I wouldn't hear the flutes. I wouldn't hear the saxophones, just the guitar. And all musicians know how to do this. All. This is one of the first things you learn as a musician. You get a guy that's listening to an orchestra, he can pick out the piano and block out all other things. Well, that's what I do with electronic voices. So we have more comments. Oh. We have Big E says we will have 3 of them and roll through others. It's about scamming and how to avoid scam. All right, baby, scamming is something I love. Oh God, I'm going to be there. No, be there or be square. If you're talking about scams, I'm all in. You know me, baby. When it comes to scams and future scams, things that you people haven't even thought of yet. Look at this. Look at this. I put this mask on, right? I tell you, I'm going out into deep water with a snorkel, yeah, and a mask, which I am. And I'm going to put your name on a piece of waterproof plastic. And then I'm going to charge you people $10 to say your name. Who's better than me when it comes to scams? Nobody. Nobody. I get 4 or 5 people already want me to give them private, interested, sending me, they're making notes for under 2-minute shout outs, $10. That's $50. I'm going to swim. I'm going to get exercise. I'm going out to the buoy, and I'm going to make $50 for 10 minutes. That comes out to $500, $600 an hour. I'm making $600 an hour to scam you people. That, you know, if I get, hopefully I could get a couple. I could stay out there till I get wrinkled. I don't care. I'm good. I love swimming. So we have Gogo Bobo's sister. Welcome to the machine. Welcome, my son. Wait till you see the rest of the scams I got up on the screen. It doesn't end with $10 super scams in the deep. I got scams for every possible scenario. I got scams for the Church of Christians Plus. I got scams for helicopter landing pads on the top of the hotel. I got scams for jet skis. I got jet ski rental scams. I don't even own a jet ski. I got scams coming up in a minute. I got super scams. This is going to be about scams. Biggie is going to be a show about scams. When it comes to scammers, who's better than Biggie and me and Chi? Nobody. Nobody. Shout out, Chi Corsair. Shout out. Shout out. Yeah, baby. Okay, let's get on with this. Let's get the note. Gogo Bobo sister. Gogo Bobo sister. Someone record somebody's last show. It's very informative. I have no idea. That's deep focus, baby. This is better than deep throat. I got deep water scams. I got them coming. I'm going to show you. I'll turn it around, show you the list. Biggie, that's why he was trying. Okay, Biggie, I heard you ask me if I could understand what Gogo Bobo said. I heard you. And I didn't hear a single vowel from Gogo Bobo. I block it out. You don't understand. You just don't understand. I don't listen to it. It's as if it never happened. I won't listen to electronic voices. I just won't do it. So whatever he was trying to do, tell him I said thank you, but I refuse to talk to or to respond to an electronic voice. Doesn't matter him or somebody else. I am of the opinion, if you don't want to put your real voice on YouTube, I don't want to listen to it. I'm not going to change my mind about that. Doesn't matter he wants to help me, doesn't want to help me, doesn't matter. I will not take the effort, make the effort, try to make the effort to listen to something that I have to listen to several times to get the gist of the conversation. I just won't do it. I'm not that type of guy. So getting to the next comment. We have Ephraim Fasisi. Oh, 5G. I don't like 5G. Okay, I know that it's great. You know, there are people that are on both sides of the fence about 5G, to be honest with you. But the people that I have been watching for the last 10 years, let's say, and there are people I watch for the last 10 years, all of those people are of the opinion that 5G is not healthy. Now, I can confirm and concur with the 5G not being healthy for one simple reason. To answer your question very specifically, number one, they're making it mandatory. Why? Well, it could be the next evolution in robotics or household convenience mechanisms. That's the story they're telling you. But here's why I don't think that 5G is beneficial. Israel is the main supplier or manufacturer or sales intermediary for 5G networks. And Israel doesn't have one 5G tower in their cities. So if it's not good for Israel, it's not good for the United States. But the people that make 5G and the towers, from my understanding, are mostly Israeli-based or Israeli-owned companies. So they're pushing it everywhere else in the entire world, and yet they don't have a 5G network plan. So if you asked me my opinion about 5G, I would say that if it's not good for Israel, it's not good for America. That's my opinion. And I don't know why they don't have it. I don't have any evidence other than people showing videos of literally birds falling out of trees next to the 5G towers. I don't have any evidence that 5G is bad other than when I gotta tell you, man, you say the wrong thing on YouTube and my internet just shuts off. So we're gonna stop talking about the tower. But I will go back to when I worked at the Boca Chica Naval Air Station. They did tell us that when that warning light and buzzer goes on, there was a huge it was a huge revolving light, and there was a loud what they call a klaxon type of a noise. When that noise goes on, you have 60 seconds to get out of the down the staircase. And once you get down, it's not big up there. It's like the actual radar unit that sends out the radar is about 4 foot in diameter. So, and then around that is maybe 8 or 9 feet of peripheral. And then there's a staircase going down in the middle of the room. This is at the top of the tower of the Boca Chica Naval Air Force in Key West, down near Key West in Boca Chica Island. So you have like 60 seconds or whatever it is, the warning to get down the staircase. You just drop your tools and go. Now, they put it over the loudspeaker first, but you're in that, if you're upstairs, when that klaxon goes off and the light starts revolving and it lights up the whole inside of that white dome, you have, well, if you're not paying, let's say you were sleeping, you'd be dead in 15 minutes. So radar kills. Now, I don't know what frequency 5G is, but I do know that that tower will kill you in 15 minutes. 5G is the people I've been watching on YouTube. They're showing you the 5G tower, the tree leaves dead next to the tower, and they're showing you birds falling out of the tree. Okay, so it's in real life, in real time, the tower by the tree kills the leaves, and then the birds that land in the that are hanging out in the tree looking for bugs, they're falling out of the tree. Now, did Grindall 61, did he make that up? Did the other people that are showing you that the guy who makes the moon landing videos, did he make that up? Did he make birds fall out of the tree and then flap around on the floor? The answer is no. It's real time, real life. I forget that guy's name. I don't even want to mention his name anyway. But so when birds are falling out of the trees that are next to the towers and the leaves are dead on the trees, you can only come to one conclusion: they're not eating bad bugs. So is 5G good? If it's not good for Israel, it's not good for you. Anything that's good for Israel is good for you. Just remember that Benjamin Yahoo got 27 or 29 standing ovations when he spoke before Congress or the House. No president, no no dignitary, not even the Pope, got 29 or 27 standing ovations. Because if it's good for Israel, it's good for you. Remember, what this show's about is about scams. Now, Big E says, yes, but my show is to satire and stop scams. And Big E is only half correct. I want your money. Okay, you need to send me your money. Send me your money, honey. Wait. Now picture this. Picture me out in the deep. I'm in the deep, right? I'm in the deep, and I'm saying, Honey Co. Shout out to Honey Co. Send me your money, Honey Co. Now I know Honey Co. doesn't have any money, but she can borrow some. Just kidding. So now we have somebody. Now we have a real backslider. Let's say there's a backslider in the YouTube community. Let's say that somebody's been backsliding for a long time and they need SupaChat. Okay, I can do a shout out for those channels. Now there are channels that I have been watching that get $2 a week SupaChat. I can fix that. I can make all that go away, like a bad fungus on your toenail. I can make all that $2 a week SupaChat go away. Send me. Okay, look, this is just not a simple scam operation I got going here. I can make all your woes, SupaChat woes, disappear. Okay, what you need to do is you need to trust me, because I have the fedora, and the fedora represents scamming, but nothing compared to deep water scams. Okay, I can make your $2 a week SupaChat woes go away. Big E says LOL. He knows that I could do this. Okay, so here we go. Let's go back up to the Oh, God, we see Fence Jumper. I saw Fence Jumper. TLO Barton is in the house, baby. He sold his motorcycle. He's ready. I got him primed up. He's gonna piss somebody off. TLO Barton just jumped the fence. Woo! TLO Barton, shout out. Oh my God. Oh God, TLO Barton, do you know what you just did? You just you just destroyed somebody's day. TLO, do you realize, TLO, this is a Libre shout out, free shout out. TLO Barton, Fence Jumper. Yeah, baby, fence jumping. Free shout outs to TLO Barton. You made my day, TLO Barton. God, I feel rejuvenated. I'm ready to scam. And then we're going to get to those scams in a minute. I got so many scams on the screen in front of me right now. I got the Warren H. Pavilion. Okay, I got the Church of Christians Plus. Those are the two biggest and best scams I got going. Okay, and then I got people coming from America to give me money for the church. Who's better than me? We're talking serious cash too. And you know what? The guy even told me, you build the church, you don't build the church. I don't care. To him, it's chump change. And oh God, who's better than me when it comes to scamming people? Look, I got the fedora. Okay. So Scamaroon, Tycho Ham, LOL, Go Bobo Sister, welcome to the big machine. Welcome to the machine. Remember, Big E's got a show on at 5 this afternoon. Biggie is going to talk about scammers. I am a scammer. I am scam. I am scam. I got $50 options for deep water shoutouts. You don't think that I'm going for this? I'm going. I got a game going for $50 scams. There's a buoy out there in the middle of the ocean, in the deep. Okay, I can put your name. Ladies and gentlemen, we are another YouTuber who I got the pleasure to meet at Amarada Holiday Isle. Oh God, we have Louis Paganpons who said, I have been a long-term viewer of your Louis Paganpons. Mike, I'm a long-term viewer and always drop in from time to time. Believe it or not, you remind me of a good friend. You always make me smile, brother. Brothers and sisters, there's a scam in the making. So you always make me smile, brother. Don't change, and God bless. Salamat, Louis Paganpons. But then I see SupaChat coming from none other than Louis Paganpons. So before the screen goes, I'm going to take the glasses off. The screen doesn't like the glasses. Bono's Entertainment is here, said I'm pixelated. I hope it went away. I'm not gonna put the mask on anymore. It doesn't like the mask. Mike says Louis Paganpons. Mike, you may not be completely aware of this, but you are truly quite the entertainer and storyteller. Love your old content. I hope nothing but the best for you. God bless. Oh, I'm in a trance. Okay, so this is a Louis Paganpons, a $10 super chat. Now, Louis Paganpons, for you, I'm going to do some math, okay? I have the numbers on the screen for my super chats for the last 30 days and donations, but it doesn't include Patreon. But I'm going to just do the math. I'm going to bring this up on the screen. This is for Louis Paganpons because his super chat is worth 5 weeks of somebody else's super chat. So let's go through the numbers. So the original name of this show was going to be Super Chat, one show, one Asus computer. And now $10 super scams and shout outs from the deep. $3,300 this month. But that's just super chat. And Warren H's computer donation. That doesn't include other things. So now we have, just based on this, I'm going to do the math for Louis Paganpons. So based on this, Louis Paganpons' $10 donation, I'll start with something small, is 5 weeks of some other bloggers' total donations. So it takes some people 5 weeks, 3 shows a day, 7 days a week to earn $10. So 5 weeks times 3 shows, 7 days a week times 3, 21 shows a week times 5, that's 105 hours of programming, useless, worthless programming, to get $10. So that comes out to about 10 cents an hour. But if you reduce that money by 30%, it's 7 cents an hour. Does it make sense so far? So we're working on 7 cents an hour, and then we got aircon, and we have Wi-Fi bills, and we have, of course, food bills, because if you're eating while you're working, that's cost of doing business. And typically, food bills, let's say, are $5 a day. So 7 hours a day, 4 hours a day, let's say 3 hours a day, and at 7 cents an hour, that's 21 cents a day. average coming from Google, 21 cents a day. But remove $5 a day for food, then you got $4.93 deficit per diem. So now take that 493 times 30. So that's 150 minus $2.10. It's 147. And I'm not reading this off the screen, by the way. I'm not reading this off the screen. This is what's on my screen. I'll show you my hands. Here's my hands again. I'm doing this math ahead. So you got 150 minus $2.10. You got $147.90 deficit per month in and month out. So we'll just take a 10-month thing. So you got $147. It's costing one blogger $1,400. 197. It's costing one blogger $1,910 a month, a year. I'm going to give them 2 months off for bad behavior. It's costing one blogger $1,900 a year to go on YouTube. Now, that's based on Louis Pagan-Ponce's $10 donation. But guess what? I'm going to show you. I'm going back to the comments here. So, Big E, shout out to Louis Pagan-Ponce. Shout out. And we got, don't forget, somebody said, we have a whole new system of scams coming up. You're going to be able to buy a scam sandwich. I don't know who said that, but it's great. Who was the guy who said scam sandwich in here? A scam hero. Tycho Ham. You need to feed a certain someone a scam sandwich. We can sell scam sandwiches for $20. But anyway, 10 months, $1,910 a month, a year deficit. But it gets better than that. So let's just say that last month was a $3,300 month. I'll show it to you. One SupaChat, one computer, one Asus computer, one SupaChat, $3,300. So if that's the case, do you know how long it would take certain bloggers at $2 a week to catch up to last month's take, last month's booty? Do you know how long it will take? Well, take $2 and divide it by 3,300, and that comes out to 1,650. 1,650 weeks. 1,650 weeks, which comes out to 30 years. Could that be right? Could I be right about that number? Somebody do the math. I'm sitting here looking at a 3,300 divided by 2 is 1,650. That's 1,650 weeks. Divided by 50 at 12 weeks a year, 16. You're talking 28 plus years to do what I did last month. And I told them I was scamming the little fellas. I told them that each and every person that comes on and goes on my screen and sends me SupaChat is pure and simple insane. They got little minds. They gotta be completely oblivious to the fact that I've been scamming them since day one. But of course, forget that. Delete that. The church is real, baby. It's the Church of Christians Plus, where the motto of the Church of Christians Plus is, it is better for you to give me your money than the other way around, number one. Number two, Jesus loves you. And number three, shout out to my brothers and sisters in the Church of Christians Plus, and more specifically, Reverend Big E. Because Reverend Big E, he's going to be making moves in the underworld dating chambers. He's going to be training people how to see if you're lying to somebody and if you're lying to a man or a woman. He's going to be interviewing the ladies to find out what they want in a man, and that's going to cost $10 a pound. And then he's going to interview the men to come to the Philippines. And if they pass his screening exam, he's going to charge them $10 a pound to bring them to the Philippines, $10 a pound to bring them back, and 3,000 pesos a day for hotel. This will be a cutthroat rate, okay? If Big E does a background search and finds out you got a lot of money, going to go up to $12 a pound. It's everything is by the pound in this dating service. Pound of flesh, $10. Pound of flesh, $10. You have a lot of money, your pound of flesh is worth $12. It's a simple math. 10 and 12 are easy numbers to keep track of. When you go to 13, it gets a little confusing. I tried it. I didn't like the way that it worked out when I can't do the math in my head so easy. So I'm going to make it easy for Big E to take their money and put it into our coffers. Now we have Big E, Chi, and me are going to basically be running the scam itself. Believe me when I tell you, you send me money for the church, you are going to get scammed. I'm telling you now, everybody that sent me money, oh God, SupaChat, be flowing like the Nile River. And the Nile River is not a river in Egypt, as Big E said on his show last night. So we have Louis Pagan-Ponce, and I am looking at another SupaChat from Scott Del Fuego. Scott Del Fuego, the wordsmith himself, the god of words. I was just on Scott. I don't go often to a lot of people's other places. I was just over there. You know that, Scott. So Scott Del Fuego, we're a wordsmith here. Unsurprisingly, Fazio gets SupaChat. The little guy from someplace by Cebu, he gets PoopaChat. 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 We can put the PoopaChat on the scam sandwich. Could be a side order. We could charge extra, like you charge $1 for a pickle. You want a scam sandwich? You want PoopaChat on that sandwich? $1. Charge, it's cheap. PoopaChat at $1 a shot. It's cheap. I got 10,000 PoopaChats ready and waiting for your next scam sandwich. You think that I'm going to run out of scams anytime soon? It ain't going to happen. I'm going to turn... All right, so we got to sing for the Scott Del Fuego. We got to sing for the Scott Del Fuego. Let me get my scamming hat on here, baby. The hotel, that's another scam altogether. Another scam altogether. Don't worry about the hotel. When it comes time to slip it in, we're sending it in. We're going to put it in so deep, it'll take a year for light to come back out with the hotel. Now, let's sing for Scott Del Fuego. We'll take the hat off. How's my hair look, all right? Thank you very much, Louis Pagan-Ponce. Salamat. That's just one. So already we're talking 7.5 weeks for the other guy to collect $15. But that's nothing. Wait till I turn the tablet around and you see the scams I got going. You think that the scam sandwich, I got to add that to the list. The PoopaChat, you want a scam sandwich with a side order of PoopaChat? How much is a scam sandwich worth? How much? How much would you pay for a scam sandwich? No, seriously. What would it be worth for you, for me to send you? Not only, and this thing with the buoy, I go out there with a crayon, and I put your name on the buoy in the deep, $10. And then when I'm done with the video, I wipe it off and I go to the next guy who wants me to make a 2-minute. This is what YouTube is about. If YouTube isn't about scamming people, then you have been missing the point. So Big E says, oh yeah, baby, the hotel will have stables for backpackers who don't have enough rooms for some Taiko Ham. Oh, so Taiko Ham did ask whether or not the hotel would be 5G proof. Yes, definitely. I can assure you that the hotel will be 4 inches of 4-inch concrete blocks filled with concrete. More than that, I can't do. But yeah, the hotel is going to be a 4-inch block configuration, inch of stucco on the outside and half-inch of stucco on the inside. So basically the walls would be 5 inches thick. That's a serious answer to your question. Thank you. The Louis Paganpont says, well, oh my, what's going on here? We have Tycho Ham. Tycho Ham, this is another super chat. What's going on here? What the hell is going on here? You people, are you crazy? Okay, let me finish reading Louis Paganpont. Oh yeah, I see another one. Look at this. I feel like Curly. Look, Tycho Ham, Gato Fuego, and Louis Paganpont. I'm gonna have to sing a rainbow song. Holy crap, holy hola. Oh my God. Oh my God, these people are falling like flies. Like flies, they're falling from a tree. Louis Paganpont says, Mike, everything you have said makes perfect sense to me. And I'm on board. I pledge all my earnings. Louis Paganpont, no, I don't want people sending me super chat anymore. When you send money, understand this is for future scams, current scams, or previous scams. Super chat is a thing of the past. We are talking scam sandwiches with Poopa Chat only. Now, we got Tycho Ham. Tycho Ham, super chat, $10. Salamat. First we sing, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you for your super chat. The super scam is working, Tycho Ham. Tycho Ham, he wanted to know if there was going to be scam sandwiches. I think you were the one. Jack Thompson is in the machine. Who the hell was the one with the scam sandwiches? It was Tycho Ham, yeah? Scam sandwich. Tycho Ham is going down. I'm putting that down into the notes right now before I forget. Because I got so many scams going. How am I supposed to remember all this stuff? I got scams. Before I read, I gotta remember all of these scams. This is not hard. It's not easy being me. Eric Facisi, they're putting up towers where I live. The towers are covered in cameras, too. Yeah, they don't want you. Yeah, they want to see if you're going to do. Yeah, those cameras are to make you paranoid about doing things. That's what they're for, Ethan. But, that's what they do. Okay, so Louis Paganpont. Again? No, this is the original. Okay, because this is getting crazy. You people, this is me. Remember, nothing I say is ever going to happen. Oh, well, one thing is, they are intentionally jamming Mike Fazio's transmission. When I put the mask on, the machine learning program doesn't recognize it's a scuba mask. That's machine learning. And that's YouTube algorithms are now taking over where at a different level of potential. So does a mask have a potential of whatever they believe the mask represents? So if I'm going to guarantee you if I took this camera and turned it around and showed you the title of one of my videos that I have on my Patreon page, Tycho, they would shut my stream down. That's how much the machine has learned. Let's move on. Scott Del Fuego says, shout out. Big E and Sabu says, shout out. Shout out. Okay, Scott Del Fuego. There is a place. We have wordsmithing. There is a place between comedy and literal commentary that is the haunt of Mr. Fazio. That means a special place. Don't underestimate the fun and craziness, because this land that Michael so aptly navigates, he calls out the corrupt and dangerous. He holds powers accountable, and he advises those of us in normal lives how to survive and what to expect from the elites. He is the master of satire, the sword of truth. Now we're going to read that again. So Scott Del Fuego was saying what I do is satire mixed in with truth. But I am explaining to you what the powers that be have in mind for you. So let's read Scott Del Fuego's commentary again. The wordsmith, remember. And we have Jack Thompson in the house. And then I'm going to try to get down to the bottom of the comments. Scott Del Fuego. There's a place between comedy and literal commentary. That is the haunt of Mr. Michael Fazio. Don't underestimate fun and craziness, because in this land that Michael so aptly navigates, that means I'm very comfortable screwing with the powers that be. He calls out the corrupt and dangerous, the powers that be. And who, the musical group, the Who, would that be? You take that one common word between those two sentences. The Who musical comedy group, the Who musicians, they are putting the screws to you people. He calls out the corrupt and dangerous. He holds power accountable, and he advises those of us in normal lives to survive and what to expect from Who musicals and the elites. He is the master of satire, the sword of truth. So Lama, Jack Thompson is in the machine. Okay, so Scott is not being facetious. Scott is telling you the truth. I am telling you that the things they are about to do to you that I talked about 10 years ago are happening now. I am telling you there's a word that sounds like genius, okay? So it sounds like genius, and then at the end of that word is 21. So let's just say we have a genius in the year 21. Let's just say that we have a genius in the year 2021, okay? Go and look up the protocols that have been dictated and mandated by the Protocols of Zion, by the way, and go and look up the mandatory prerequisites for the year 2021 and look at what was set in stone back in the 1990s under the Bush administration, George Herbert Walker Bush, and the Protocols of Zionism. That's right. So you go look at what was mandatorily deemed the future when President George W. Bush said there will be a new world order. He wasn't lying to you. He was telling you what was going to happen. Then the next major step in history was going to be a genius 2021. You think I'm kidding? You want to get sick? Go to a genius 2030, where I will, of course, probably have been dead from old age by the year 2030. However, you have no shot whatsoever of living through the year 2030. It's not going to happen. Your chances of survival in the year 2030, as in life as you know it, are zero, unless you're filthy rich. You better be so rich that you can overcome almost every obstacle, because I'm going to tell you what the statistics say about the year 2030. The year 2030, if you have a child, and your child has children, there's only a 20% chance of your child having a healthy child. There used to be autism in 1 in 10,000 people. Now it's 1 in 200. Autism didn't start to explode until they started pumping chemicals into children's veins. You look up the statistics for autism in a community like not the Mormons, in Pennsylvania, Dutch country. I forgot the name of those people. Dennis Adams is one of those Mennonites. You look up the statistics for autism in, I think, the Mennonite Society, the Pennsylvania Dutch, whatever that belief system is, they don't take medicine. They have zero autism. Zero. And you and every community around that society that has allowed the chemicals to be pumped into the children's arms all have the same stats for autistic children. But in 10 years, your child that is born 10 years from now will have a 20% chance of having a healthy child. And why? Because I've made videos about this. I've told you about this. My sperm, these people are screwing with my sperm count. From all this crap they put in the foods, my sperm count has gone down probably 30% of its full potential. That means that I only have a 70% chance of making a child that I did when I was 20 years old. However, if you're born now and after they pump all that crap into your arm, your sperm count's going to go down 50% of what my sperm count was at the age of 20. So you're born today, and 20 years from now, your sperm count is 50. Well, when I was 20, I had 100% swimmers. 100% of those bad boys. They would I don't want to tell you, but I had 100% chance of having a child when I was shooting, swimmers, okay? But you, born today, have a 50% chance. But in the year 2030, you'll have a 20% chance of having a healthy swimmer. And you think I'm kidding you. Look up what they're going to do in the year 2030. Look up what they said they were going to do in the year 2021. And now look at what's going on today. And you people think you know what's going on? You don't know anything. Trump is going to do things to you that Mr. Obama only dreamed of. The good old smile scam, says Tycho Ham. You know, Tycho Ham, you think about that. Tycho Ham, ham sandwich, scam sandwich. Did you come up with this scam sandwich? I'm going to use this. I'm going with this. I'm taking the scam sandwich out to the buoy today. I'll figure something out. I don't care what I got to make a scam sandwich out of. I'll do $20 shout outs for a scam sandwich. I got to get some waterproof chalk. Tycho Ham, need to get Wi-Fi antenna up the roof right next to the helipad. Helipad SupaChat. Talking about the helipad, Warren H. finally, yesterday, was able to communicate with his bank representative, Judy. Judy is his authorized person to send money. Judy spent 8 hours with Warren and trying to get the proper SWIFT code from my bank after I spent 6 to 8 hours getting the wrong information from my bank, and after Warren's life was disrupted to get that money to me for the computer. So what we have here is the ultimate level of ignorance in the professional, so-called professional. I won't even tell you what my bank told me when I called them up. I won't tell you that. I am seriously upset. And you know what? The representative, the manager of the bank, he stood there and listened to me on the phone yesterday, and I told him how many mistakes were made to get my money from Australia. And it is my money. You people think that I'm kidding you. Warren promised me the money, and it's my money according to the bank. Now, it's Warren's money to send me the money. And if he doesn't do it, that's okay too. But when I talk to the bank, I use the word my money. And I said, do you realize how screwed up your system is, that you can't get my money from Australia to here? Because he doesn't know where the money's coming from. I just told him it's my money. So he listened to me ramble on to his incompetency, his manager's incompetency, and his secretary's incompetency for a good 90 seconds. Didn't say a word. Said, yes, sir. He goes, maybe you should try sending it to a different bank account. That was his answer. Do you know how much they care about you in the banking industry here? They don't care. No, the bank itself, I'm sure, does care. But the manager, he doesn't care. He's not going to get fired. The secretary, she's an idiot. She's not going to get fired. The manager of the secretary, she's an idiot. I spent time on the phone trying to get something called the SWIFT code. I made 2 separate phone calls because I wasn't comfortable with the information I got the first time. They all assured me that the final code was the code. And the final code had nothing to do with the real code that Judy got from Australia. You want to talk about scams? These people get paid big money to sit in an air-conditioned room and give you out worthless information. Now there's a scam. Me, I'm in there sweating my petunias off, and now you're going to make me swim out to the deep so I can put your name on a piece of plastic buoy out there, and I'm only going to get $10 a shot for this. I don't know if it's all worth it, but I'm gonna turn the camera around. I'm gonna do this anyway because I said I was gonna do it, and I'm a man of my word. So Pinoy Ahoy, welcome to the machine. Welcome. Pinoy Ahoy does videos from the Philippines, and he does videos every day because we all do videos every day. We are all in this for the money. I mean, the informational, professional, institutional things. So, Scott Del Fuego, we're going to read it. Unsurprisingly, Fazio gets SupaChat. The little guy from someplace in Cebu, he gets SupaChat. Tycho Ham, will the hotel have stables for those who arrive on horseback, oats and hay for their steeds? Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the fact that I have an anvil. If you come here with a steed, this is another one. This is a new SupaChat. This is another SupaChat. This has nothing to do with a scam sandwich. Wait a second. Yeah. This is another SupaChat. Salamat. Thank you. Thank you very much. Superman SupaChatted me. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh, I gotta do the math. Scott the Fuego SupaChatted me again. Wham bam, scam you ma'am. Oh my God. I can't add it up. Holy, the Amish. Griffel Landowner, thank you very much for that piece. The Amish have zero. The Amish do not, seriously speaking, the Amish do not allow chemicals to be pumped into the children that died. Went back on now. Amish do not allow chemicals to be pumped into their children's arms. They don't allow it. They have zero autism. Every community. You're just talking about if the Amish had a circle of a 10-mile radius, 20 miles wide, on the 21-mile mark, autism would be at 1 in 200. In the 20-mile mark where the Amish are, 0. And the only difference is the Amish don't allow them to pump chemicals into their children. There's no other difference. Any country in the world that doesn't allow them to put chemicals into the children doesn't have autism. That's a fact. You can look it up. I'm not going to start putting links out there because they're going to shut my stream down. And the way I'm running these scams today, it costs me a lot of money when my streams go down. So let me get back to Super Chat. I can't. So Tycho Ham, another Super Chat for $10 from Tycho Ham. Will the hotel have stables for horses that arrive on horseback? Now, it's almost as if Tycho Ham has been to where I live, because I don't think I put it in my Patreon because it showed exactly where I lived, or pretty close. I mean, it's the general area, and it showed a particular person that didn't want to be in the video and his house. So anyway, about a few months back, this when Daisy was still here, we're talking almost a year ago, there a guy, my freaking, I won't even tell you who he is. But anyway, I had to do business with this guy. And he was nothing but a freaking scammer. I mean, we're talking from the get-go. He lied about everything. Turns out, I see 6 horses and 3 or 4 trucks come to the beach with backup, supplies and stuff, hay and water for the horses and stuff like that. And it turns out to be that guy. Go figure. Anyway, he comes, beaches are empty. Now there are horses on the beach. So it turns out I have an anvil that I brought from. So yes, on the side of the church, on the left side, which would be, I'm doing on the left side of the church, that place that I have that's part of my hotel property. Right now, it has a rentable unit on it, but I could turn that into a stable. It wouldn't be problematic. The building is there already. It would only fit 2 horses maybe, but there's also a leaning, an awning outside. So I guess I could do a 3 stable type of thing for horses. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to add that to I'm going to add that to those people that love horses. I'm going to add that to the scam. There's going to be a horse scam. Yes. The hotel will have a stables. And if you want to donate for some hay, a little bit of hay, or a little bit of money for the stable fund, let me write this down. I'll just make a quick note. The church, okay. I'll turn it around and show you that. The church, the stable. Okay, the stable fund for the horses. Yeah, there's going to be a scam for that too. I mean a fund. So let me turn this puppy around and let me sing. Big E. Oh yeah, the hotel will have stables for backpackers who don't have enough rooms, Tycho Ham. Louis Pagan-Pons. Mike, everything you have said makes perfect sense to me. I'm on board. I pledge all my earnings. Scott Del Fuego. I just wish I had some street smarts and common sense so I could protect myself from Fozzie or scams. I am a complete mark, whatever, a grift. I am the sucker. No, Scott, no. You have been scammed proper. There's a difference to falling for those lowly scams funds that will never happen that are promised. I'm telling you right now, I'm never, ever, ever going to put a helicopter pad on top of the hotel, but I'm going to collect money for it. You want to send me money for a helicopter pad, which 2 or 3 people already have, and you want to send me money. Now, the church, that's a different story. The church is already half built. The foundation's there. The tanks have already been dug. I can collect money for that, whether it happens or not, who cares? But I'm telling you, Scott, you have been marked proper. You have been scammed by the best. Okay, so let me get back. Louis Pagan-Pons. I see more SupaChat. More SupaChat from Ponzi Scams Perfetto. Scott the Fuego. Louis Pagan-Pons. Hey, I bought 5 pet rocks in the 70s. I know a good deal when I see one. That was an amazing time. People were asking, I never owned a pet rock. They were talking to their pet rock. It was amazing. That was an amazing time, Louis. That was all kidding. I know people who bought pet rocks, came in that little box. Torpedo Deluxe, scam torpedo. Write it down. We have the Deep, the Airboat Scam, the Hotel Fund, not to mention the Warren H. Pavilion. And where is the hams, the scam sandwich? And we're going to have a torpedo scam sandwich. The torpedo scam sandwich. SWANDWTCA. Scam sandwiches, baby. Scam sandwiches and torpedo scam sandwiches. This is going to be what do they call that when you get a lot of money? It's going to be what year is that when you get like a lot of money? A bountiful year? Not bountiful. That was a bad word. But this is going to be Superman. Oh my God! Not just one. 2 SupaChats, $20 from Superman. I gave Superman a shout out the other. I can't even keep up with the SupaChat. SupaChat from Superman, $11. Speaking of scams, says Superman. Out of $20, Filipino Cupid dating site said she needed money for a load. Shout out to Fazio. That is Filipino. You know that Filipino Cupid is owned by a good Christian, and I used to speak with him. I was on his site when he just had a few thousand people. Filipino Cupid. That man swears up and down in the name of Jesus Christ. And the one good thing about that man is that if you called up, I had his personal phone number that I called him from America. I told him the girl asked me for money. He would delete her account instantly, and she'd start another account 3 minutes later. So, but Superman, we have to sing for Superman. Let me put I just scammed Superman. Scamming Superman. Thank you very much, Superman. You've been scammed. LOL, baby. LOL. Superman, speaking of scams, I just got scammed out of $20 Filipino Cupid dating site. She said she needed money for a load. $20 buys them a load. It's $7 a week for almost unlimited texting. But for $1,299, you get unlimited Globe phone and you get the internet. So $1,299 is about $26. So she just got the ability to, and one more of those, she'll have the ability to buy food for a week and have full internet and texting and Skype. That's another thing, Superman, all kidding aside. They'll ask you for money that they have to go to a different computer store. This is a big scam on dating, internet dating. They'll tell you, I'm at an internet shop right now. When, look at, this is me. I've done this 100 times. I send them nothing. I got scammed twice, but for $20. I'm in this. I'm talking to them. I want to see your face. I want to talk to you too, but I need you to send me 500 pesos, and I have to go to a different internet shop. So because we don't have cameras on the computers here, but now I did it once, okay, and she was in an internet shop, and she made like she just went. She made like she went to a different computer. All she did was turn on the camera. This is going back to 2009. So they'll tell you they need an extra. If you send them 500 pesos, which I did, $10, and she went to the store and picked up the money. I mean, the money was picked up within seconds. And then she came back to the computer store and talked to me. But she was on unlimited. I mean, you only put 5 cents in for 10 minutes back in 2009. So I gave her 500 pesos or 250. I gave her $10, 500 pesos. So she could say she could put 100 times 10 minutes, okay, for that money. These girls got this thing worked out. Don't send money to women don't send money. So Superman, Salto Fuego, YouTube link for 25 years. Oh my God, hold on a second. This is crazy what happened. Okay, I'm not saying channel videos. Oh boy, I pushed the link. Hold on a minute, I gotta get back to my home page. I pushed Scott Del Fuego's link, and I shouldn't have did that. But it's okay that I did. I'm not saying channel video. Okay. So Scott Del Fuego sent the link, and he can send the link. You know his link is clean. So if you want to click the link that Scott Del Fuego said, I'm waiting for the SupaChat to come back up. Okay. Oh my God, Tycho Ham hits again, and hits hard. Another $5 scam sandwich in the works. The first payment for hay and oats. Don't want horses to go hungry. Giddy up, mother. That's what reminds me of Bruce Willis. Giddy up, my friend. Giddy up. It's Tycho Ham, the scam sandwich with a little bit of hay on the side and a pickle on the torpedo special. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Tycho Ham scam sandwiches with a pickle on the side. Salamat. God, this is the compliment. With $5. Oh my God. To the Cebu fella, blow me down. Blow me down. Expat Prepper. Have you tried a free program? Listen, yesterday I got your link. Stop giving me advice. 6 hours, the computer wouldn't even turn on. Stop sending me links. Stop sending me advice, Expat Prepper. I spent 11 hours since you sent me that link trying to clean up my computer. Please stop sending me advice. Larry, I'm begging you to stop sending me advice. Since I clicked that link you sent me, whether it was a clean link or not, my computer crashed 4 times immediately afterwards and 3 times this morning. 7 times. I spent 11 hours trying to get my computer to turn on. Don't send me any more help. I don't care whether that link was clean or not. I'm not interested in anything that you have for advice to clean up my computer. You owe me 11 hours of my time. Now, we're not even being facetious here. I clicked that link, the computer froze up and locked down. I turned the computer back on. The computer froze up and locked down. I turned the computer back on and ran a scan. The computer went black screen like a checkerboard. and then the computer shut down. I ran another virus scan that I have, Windows Essential, and the computer froze up and went down. All after I clicked a clean link. So whatever that was, if it was a clean link, it still crashed my computer. So I'm going to ask you to stop sending me computer advice. Thank you. John Escape. John Escape hits me with a $5 super chat. I don't mean to be disrespectful, Larry, but I don't care whether that link was clean or not. Immediately after I clicked that link, within seconds, my computer went down because I was working off the tablet, if you remember correctly. I have spent 10 and 11 hours cleaning up my computer. Stop sending me advice. If you think I'm kidding, I'm not kidding. I don't know if it was your link, if it was a clean link or a bad link. I don't know, and I don't care. I do know that after I clicked that link, nothing has worked properly on my computer. John Escape says $5 to the Cebu fella, blow me. So I don't think you're talking about Big E and Cebu. I know you're not talking about Big E and Cebu. Topical YouTube link for 25 years now. Well, okay, so Scott, the link that Scott posts, you can click on, I'm sure. And I even believe that expat prepper sent me what he thinks is a good link. All I know is that after you sent me that link, I have 11 hours just to get my computer to turn back on and stay on. Even I go to Microsoft Word right now, and I go to save a sentence like I just put in there. Larry, this is for you. Even I go to Microsoft Word and I go to save something, it takes 45 seconds to a minute to save a word. Not the document, one word. That didn't happen before I clicked that link. I don't know what was in that link, and I don't care. Stop sending me advice. There you go. I don't think that's going to happen again. Scam sandwich is yours, Mike. I relinquish the rights to you in perpetuity. Damn, if I cost you 11 hours of your time and your life, listen, I'm being serious now. I'm being really serious. All I did last night was try to get my computer to turn on after I clicked the link that you sent me. That's all I did. I didn't do anything else. I went on Big E's show for a half an hour. I would put a comment on, and the comment would disappear. I'd go to my Word program, open up my Word program, I'd type something in and save it, and the computer would go black and disappear. Now, did you send me a bad link? I don't know. But all I know is that it didn't happen until I clicked that link. And I am pissed about that, okay? I am pissed that I had to spend my entire day yesterday trying to undo whatever that link did. Tycho, John Escape, welcome to the machine. Tycho Ham, don't wreck your immune system by pumping chemicals into the children's arms. You have no idea. You have no idea how the autism has. Before they started pumping chemicals into people's arms to save them from fictitious things that don't even, the chemicals that are supposed to save you from last year's bug, of 10,000 variations of that bug, the chemical that they say is going to save you from that bug is not even the chemical that kills the bug. You people are stone stupid. There's 1,000 variations of any one bug. The chemical that they sell you for $40 is only going to kill one strain of that bug. The rest of those 999 strains, whatever it is, 100 strains, go unblemished. You people are stone stupid to believe that anything they ever stick into a needle and into your arm is going to help you. You are stone stupid to believe it. And you can go and look up how many people had autism in the year 1800 per thousand, and look at it now with all our medicine, with all our techniques to save people from these bugs. It has increased 10,000-fold, or 100-fold, or 200-fold, or 50-fold. There was no autism in the year 1800, so to speak. And now there's sometimes 1 in 50. You people, especially here in the Philippines, you stupid people, you're allowing 23 times you allow these morons, these thieving bastards, to pump chemicals into your children's arms. They have books. They have a little book. It looks like a little coloring book that I see these idiots on the jeepney with this little coloring book. And I look at them and I say, where you going? They said, we're going to get my baby. We're going to pump some chemicals into my baby's arm. We're up to like chemical pump number 10. There's 23 pumps. They're going to pump chemicals into the children's arms 23 times before the age of 5 years old. And let me tell you a little thing about how much they pump into a 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 kilo child. Let me tell you that the amount of chemicals they pump into an infant that's 18 hours old is the same dose they give me or would give me at 220 pounds, okay? It would be the same dose that they're going to give me. They're pumping into an 18-hour-old baby. You stupid people. You stupid people. You got a coloring book for it. It says, we have given pump number 1, pump number 2. By the time these children are 5 years old, they've been pumped with 23 chemical pumps. 23 each. Now, a 5-year-old child, how much do they weigh? 25 kilos? That's still, they only need 1/10 of what they give me, and they still give that child the full blast. So they have been pumped with 1,000 times as much chemicals as they need for the body weight. And you people are that stupid to believe this shit. Biggie says, I'm going to add that to the show later. Tycho Ham says, the scam sandwich is yours, Mike. I relinquish the rights in perpetuity. Hello, Mike from John Escape. We got to turn this around. First payment for the ham and oats. Don't want Horsey to go hungry. Giddy up, baby. Expat Prepper with a fantastic comment. Congratulations, Michael Fazio. We should change your name to Michael Fazio Murdoch. Michael Murdoch is one of the biggest religious charlatans on cable TV. Yeah, baby, I have arrived. Expat Prepper with the Michael Murdoch, baby. He calls the church the Wisdom Center. Ha, ha, ha. I call my church the Church of Christians Plus, because not only are you getting scammed, but I'm telling you you're getting scammed. Therefore, the Church of Christians Plus. It's a double scam, Expat Prepper. And we're going down to the bottom of the page here. Oh my God, Expat Prepper SupaChats me after I beg him for no more advice. Oh my God, he does it again. Oh my God. I can't even abuse somebody anymore. It's getting to the point where I can't even abuse somebody. Give me a little Larry, I didn't want your money. I just wanted to abuse you. I can't even abuse. People are paying me to abuse them. believe this? 500 pesos from Expat Prepper for abusing them. People are now paying me to abuse them. Where does it end? Expat Prepper, I'm putting your name on the buoy. I'm giving you the ultimate shout out, buddy. I gotta tell you, people are paying me to abuse them. They're paying me 500 pesos and then 1,250 Expat Prepper. Stop sending me money to abuse you. Please. This is something I can't take. One thing is me abusing you for free. One thing. But charging you to abuse you, that's abusive. That's just going beyond, above the pale, so to speak. But we will sing. So let's go. Let's go. Warren H. Daddy. Oh, God, Warren H. Oh, God, Warren H. with a $10 super chat. Love you, Daddy. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Look at this. Expat Prepper. Oh, let me turn this bad puppy around. Holy God. Well, Expat Prepper, 500. Warren H. 10, 500. And more. Expat Prepper, 500. Expat Prepper, 500. Expat Prepper, 1250. The Hapsters, $2 from the people in Hawaii that make videos from the beaches of Hawaii. Salamat, the Hapsters. Your name is going on the buoy. Your name is going on the buoy. Your name, baby. The Griff Orlando, the ultimate scam. I have found the ultimate scam. Hapsters, you are love Mr. Fazio. Look at this. Watch this. Rainbows, flashing colors on my screen. There is green. We have blue too, and yellow and green on my screen. And there's my son, the lovely Warren H. He's my favorite son. Warren, you have a special video coming up. And here we go. People are paying me to abuse them. Where does it end? Where does it end? Roberto, the brown American expat, get a screenshot of this. We have rainbows, flashing colors on my screen. We see green, we see green, we see green, we see my son. Expat Prepper, stop sending me money to abuse you. I beg of you. Flashing colors on my screen. God, if that is not the ultimate compliment, people paying me to abuse them on YouTube. Even I have trouble with that one. Darn it, I got Expat Prepper. Thank you. Thank you very much, Larry. Larry, I would have never mentioned this. I really would, but I'm all kidding aside, Larry. Please stop with the super chats. Please stop. John Escape with the rainbow. Look at this. Roberto, take a screenshot of this rainbow. People are paying me to abuse them. Roberto, get this on paper. Get some electronic recording of this. They're paying me to abuse them. Larry, all kidding aside, Larry, we're done. No, not me and you being done, but it's over. Okay, I would have never mentioned it unless you tried to send me more help. Okay. I don't believe your link was bad. All I believe that link did something to my computer, though. I would not click the link again. So please, Larry, there's no hard feelings. Half of this, you got to remember, half of this is for the drama effect. Half. So half of this is, the other half is because I am going to pull the ultimate scam soon. I am going to pull a scam. I am going to defraud the people in a way that you can't imagine. Even I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm working on it. The $10 Super Chats at the buoy, but I'm going to take a pen, I'm going to take a piece of chalk out there to the deep. I'm going to put people's names on the buoy. And if they don't send me Super Chat to put their name on the buoy, I'm going to put their name on the buoy, which is about 1,100 feet offshore. I'm going to put their name on the buoy, and I'm going to give them a shout out, and then I'm going to tell them, I'm going to send them the shout out. And whether they like it or not, I'm going to send them a bill for $10. Whether they pay me or not, I don't care. But this is another scam I got going. Another scam. I'm going to pre-scam people. I'm going to put their name on the buoy. I'm going to do the shout out. Then I'm going to send them the link for the scam, which is going to be theirs to use as they like, and a bill for $10. I'm going to pre-scam people. Who's better than me? Who's better than me? Darwin and Sobs Travels. My friend Warren. I'll leave this running, but I have to get to bed. I'm not feeling too good. All right, Warren. All right, buddy. I got a video. It's almost done. It's almost done loading, Warren. So in about an hour, I made a video for you, specifically just for you. And we're going to get that to you. I don't even know. I want to show Expat Prepper. Okay, I'm not going to. Okay, Expat Prepper. I started posting Warren's video yesterday afternoon at about 4:30, just around the time Big E's show was on. The Kryptonite show that he has at 4:15, and a 6-minute video. This video just processed just now, right? Just now. Just this second, as I turn this around, the processing is done. Okay, it just processed from 4:30 yesterday afternoon. I'm not lying to you. And I must have posted the video 25 times. I put it up, it drops. The upload drops. I put it up again, the computer fails. I don't know what, Larry, I know you didn't send me a bad link, but the link was bad for my computer. My computer, I can't use my computer right now. Apparently it's been working for an hour, but I can't use it. So please, you have so much more than compensated for me. I never got paid to abuse anybody before. This is a first. I could start a whole new operation with just that alone. I'm only kidding. Larry, please, thank you. Warren's going to leave this running. Warren H. One day, I'm going to give Warren H. a big hug. That's what I'm going to get. He bought me a computer, an Asus ZenBook. Top of the line. He bought the computer. Between him and G.E. Northrop and Big E, now, I don't even know where to go with Big E. Big E went from 10 to 20 to 50, and then he said, look, he goes, I'm tired of people abusing you. I'm raising my Patreon to $100 a month. So you people abused me, and Big E doubled his pledge. Go figure. And then we have another guy that doubled his pledge also last week. And then we got the guy that's coming with the money for the church. Wait till he gets here. He's going to see a giant empty lot with weeds in it and half a building. So, who's better than me? Sob Adventures. Hi to the Hopsters. Darwin and Seb. Hello, sis. Mwah. Love. Tycho Ham. My missus is 3 months from delivering our first child. Okay, now this is serious. We're thinking about naming him Michael. You know, Tycho Ham, Michael, the word Michael. You do know what the word Michael means, and I'm not being facetious. Michael, according to biblical, or the book that gives you the, I forgot the name of the book. It's an encyclopedia of words and the meaning of words in the Bible and the Old Testament and New Testament. The word Michael means he, H-E, he who is likened unto God, or God himself. That's one interpretation. Because the Archangel Michael is the most powerful angel in heaven. So theoretically, he's likened unto God. But there was, at some point, philosophical argument whether or not Michael was God. So the word Michael means he who is likened unto God, or God himself, which really ties right into today's scams. I mean, who else will announce to the world, I'm scamming everybody, everything I say is a lie? Who else will announce that and then do 5, 6, 7,000 pesos in SupaChat? Who's going to do that? Who but me? That's like God. I have God-like abilities when it comes to scamming people. I want the SupaChat. I want to try to get to the bottom of the page is what I really want to do. John Escape, hello to the Hopsters. Warren is going to bed. Sob. Hello, Michael Fazio. Hello, Sob. Now, Sob and Darwin and Sob Travels, they are an internet couple, and they haven't. I don't know what. I know that you guys met through Big E, and that you're looking forward to meeting each other in real life. Good luck with that. Seriously. I gotta tell you, I came to the, after talking, I don't want to talk about my internet experiences. Maybe you guys are a much older category than the woman I came to the Philippines to meet was 27 years old. And she didn't even show up at the airport. So I didn't hear from her for almost a month and a half. But I hope things work out for you guys. So they met on the Big E Love Connection. And Big E mentioned yesterday that he's going to try to get me a woman. And that is not, that, I got to tell you, hard enough for me to find a woman. I have prerequisites. First of all, I don't tolerate lies. Okay, I don't tolerate lies. Now, you think that I'm scamming you, but I'm not scamming you because I told you I was going to scam you, and then I scammed you. What are you, stupid? Did you not see? Did you not understand? Did you not understand the concept of a fedora? Have you not been watching YouTube? And do you not know the signs? This is it. This is the sign. This is the sign of a scammer. Fedora, scammer. Fedora, scammer. Fedora, scammer. Never wear a fedora backwards. You can put it forward, but not back. If somebody got a fedora on and you're that stupid that you don't understand what the fedora, meaning of a fedora means scammer. S-C-A-M-M-E-R. Fedora means a scam sandwich. Fedora means a torpedo scam. A torpedo scam sandwich is a scam sandwich with a pickle on the side. Darwin and Sabs. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Michael Fazio. Darwin and Sabs. More. Chris Alexander with he's got the chess thing that goes. He's got I was looking at a chess game, Chris Alexander, thinking about you about a week ago. By the way, Chris Alexander's a major Patreon contributor, another member of my Patreon community. Chris Alexander says, I put the hat on tell everybody I'm a scammer, and then Chris sends me super chat. Maybe everybody needs a fedora. Maybe if you're going to go on YouTube and scam people, you could just take a picture of me. Here, look at this. Take that. Here. Scammer. Take that. Take a screenshot of that, and then put that on your page and as a thumbnail. You got my permission to use that as a thumbnail, and then tell people that you're going to scam them and see how that works out for you. You got people talking about how wonderful their content is, and in the last year, they collected $100. All right? You got people cursing at you that you don't give me any this and effing up, and I run a good, I'm the best at what I do, and you got people giving money to that guy over there and the other guy over there, and the big Kevin, and the other guy, what is wrong with you people? And then I got a feeling somebody's effing with that guy's mind, because when he said he was gonna go off air, somebody sent him $2. The guy stayed on the internet for another 2.5 hours. You know what that comes out to? $2 for a 4-hour program. $2. That's $1 an hour. Less 30%. 66 cents an hour. Less food. Cost them $10 an hour to be on the internet. But for $2, he stays on the internet for another 2 hours. Who's better than him? Who's better than him? He gets $1 an hour. Come on. Warren is back. Chris Alexander. So I'm watching this chess game the other day, Chris. John Escape says, the rainbow continues. PK4. My chess game at times can be so pretty. LOL. So I'm watching this chess game thinking of you. Is a young boy, 12 years old, and he beats a grandmaster. I think he said grandmaster 24. The kid gives up his queen and then wins the game because he sacrifices his queen, and in order to, and once the other guy took his queen, he had no choice but to take his queen. But the kid won in 24 moves, I think. Maybe that's what the 24 was. 12-year-old beats master chess player, 24 master chess player. Maybe that's what it was. The kid gave up both his bishops. He gave up one knight, 2 or 3 rooks, and then he sacrificed his queen in a move that looked as dumb as dog doo-doo. And then when you realized where that move was leading, the other guy gave up. But I mean, I'm watching this kid. He's tumbling the rook in his hand like this, and he's thinking. He used up 9 minutes of the meter of the time for the game. And the other guy, when he moved his queen there, the other guy sat there for like 6 minutes thinking about that move, and that's when he surrendered. But it was an amazing game, and I was trying to follow it. It was a bad angle with the camera, but I was thinking about you the whole time. I wonder if you saw that game. That was a good game, and I'm not good at chess. I know how to play it, but that was just a fantastic. I watched a few games, but this kid beating the grandmaster in 24 moves. Maybe he said grandmaster 24. Maybe that's what it means. You could tell me. Let's sing. Chris Alexander's PK4. My chess games at times can be pretty. So Salamat So thank you, thank you, thank you very much, Chris Alexander. So here's a man who just doesn't stop giving on Patreon, on SupaChat, on singular donations. An amazing, not because he's sending me SupaChat, but because I'm telling you, I'm going to scam you all. I'm going out to the buoy today, and I'm going to do pre-scamming. I'm going to put your name on the side of the buoy, and then I'm going to tell you owe me $20. It was 10, but I decided it's worth more. You owe me $20. And expat prepper, I give up. Please, Larry, please stop. Stop. You made my day. Thank you. And now we have Warren is back. Warren is back. Warren, Chris Alexander. And Warren knows Chris Alexander well. Warren, Chris Alexander, if you ever want to play a game of correspondence chess, hit me up. Chris, that'd be nice. That would be nice, Chris, to play Warren chess. And Warren knows how to play chess. I remember him saying that. Please, Chris, if you're still there, send me a private message or send it on any obscure video I have, and I will give you Warren's email address, okay? And if you like, and I know you like chess, seriously, I think Warren would like that. Thank you, Chris. Scott Del Fuego, the wordsmith. You know that if the wordsmith is back, somebody is going to get abused. Somebody needs to be abused. Somebody's getting abused. Scott Del Fuego was about to speak. Wait. If a fedora is a scam, what does a pork pie or a Panama hat mean? I don't even know. Oh, a Panama hat. That's one of those big rim. I don't know what pork pie. I don't know what a pork pie is. But it sounds like a good thing to charge people for. How? I could charge people for uncooked pork pies. No, I can't. I don't even know where to go with that. Scott Del Fuego says, if a fedora is a scam, what is a pork pie or a Panama hat? I don't know, Scott. We'll have to wait for your next installment of wordsmithing. Wait, expat prepper. Serious comment. Warren H., good seeing you, bud. I hope you're feeling better. Expat prepper. Tell you what. You have videos, expat prepper. Do you play chess? Maybe, Warren is looking for somebody to play chess with. What is a Panama hat? I don't know what a Panama hat is. That's one of those big brimmed hats, right? I'm not real good with hats. I didn't even know if fedora meant scamming. But now that I know, and now that everybody knows, do you know how much this fedora has earned me in the last 3 weeks? I don't know. 12,000 pesos since I put the fedora on? That's nothing. Wait till I start making scam sandwiches. Expat prepper, Warren H., good seeing you, buddy. I hope you're feeling better. Expat prepper. Warren says, not doing so good at the moment due to a very low blood pressure. And that's true. Warren was barely able to have a 7 or 8 minute conversation. I did call you this morning, but to no avail. I have Skype on. Warren, if you want, I'll end this live stream now and we'll talk. if you're feeling up to it, just let me know, please. Tycho Ham, delusional guy. I give you the best content, and you don't give me SupaChat. Oh God, here it comes. There's going to be a punchline to this. Tycho Ham says, delusional guy. I give you the best content, and you don't give me SupaChat, but it beats cleaning restrooms at public parks for minimum wage. So, apparently Tycho Ham is a fence jumper. Oh God, another, oh God, Scott Del Fuego, look at this, a pork pie, SupaChat. Oh, SupaChat. Tycho Ham, at least he made lots of new friends in his position. He did. I heard that you can make more friends working in a public governmental job because, you know, you have plenty of time to associate with people. I heard that. One of my brothers works for the United States government, and I got to tell you, the amount of free time that he has or has had over the last 25 years is amazing. You would not believe. 6 weeks paid vacation, 6 weeks medical leave for certain things. He got hurt on a job. 12 weeks he got hurt on a job. 12 weeks. He really did get hurt. He fell through a rusted steel plate while connecting an 8-inch hose to a barge. And he got 12 weeks of paid vacation and an operation that when he injured his arm. Then he went back to work and he re-injured his arm just a few days later and got 6 more weeks because the operation hadn't healed up properly. Well, but I mean, so he got 18 weeks of paid vacation, and my brother makes more money than probably anybody on any of 20,000 subscribers, probably more. Maybe there's 2 people I know that might come close, but his pension is going to be some stupid astronomical number. But he put the hours in, so he earned it. But my brother makes $185 an hour for holiday pay and works 12-hour days. Okay, so you figure that out. And for 3 years, he's worked every single holiday, every day of every holiday, every day. So, and I got to tell you, this is what his job is. He takes these little things like this, little containers like this, and fills them up, and then checks them occasionally, and that's his job. For the last couple of years, he just makes sure that everything is right. He doesn't, no, I'm only kidding. He doesn't do, not things like this, but similar things to this, okay? And he gets $185 an hour for holiday pay. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but when that's 12 times 184, that's $2,200 a day for one day. And he does 12-hour days, 16-hour days for Christmas Eve, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day. Made $5,000 US for 4 days pay after taxes, because he's got all kinds of write-offs. My brother's a businessman. So anyway, all right. So he actually he doesn't clean restrooms, but he works for the government, and he can make $2,000 a day working for the government. You want to think. And he actually has the licenses and stuff like that he needs to do that. He needed like many different licenses to get to where he is, but he was telling me, I looked at his tax when I was, because we have a house, and I looked at his tax records and I said, what the, are you, is this real? And he said, yeah. I says, what did you do? He goes, I worked 7 days a week for the year. And I'm going, do you realize that people work 10 years and don't make this much money? He goes, yeah, and he laughed. So he works for the government, but he doesn't clean restrooms or anything like that, and he gets paid stupid amounts of money. And if you're my friend, I'll tell you what those numbers were. I couldn't believe the money that the United States government pays him to do what he does. I just couldn't believe it. I looked at I'm going, so it's not restrooms, but he does work for the government, United States government. He has a shield, and he gets paid a stupid amount of money to do what he does. Lots of new friends that Tycho Ham has made here. And you know what, Tycho Ham? Big E has a show every day at 4:15. Every day at 4:15, Big E comes on with what I call the afternoon kryptonite show. And he does these topics. Okay, first of all, everything he does, he's well researched on, or has comedic value to it that goes above and beyond the normal person's ability to. I'm gonna do a rainbow here in a minute. Okay, because Scott Del Fuego just rainbowed the heck out of me again. Tycho Ham, at least he made lots of new friends in his position. Yeah, but that's where this all started. My brother can put together, in an hour, he can put together 40 people for a party. And all state workers. And they all have, I mean, it's an amazing thing. These people have nothing to do but socialize. They don't do any work. Okay, Scott says, SupaChat, Super Scams. What's the name of this show? SupaChat, one Asus laptop, and now $10 SupaChats from the deep. Super Scam SupaChats is what it should say. I couldn't fit that in the title, that's why. All right, Warren H. with another SupaChat. Pork pie hat is a narrow brim hat. The Rocky Balboa, the little rounded hat. Yeah, baby. I know what you're talking about now. Okay, another SupaChat from Scott Del Fuego. Oh my God. Chris Alexander says it. Wait, talking chess now. It happened to him 2 times. Somebody gave up their queen, and he lost the game. I don't know that much about it. I haven't played a game of chess. I'll tell you what, the last game of chess I played, a guy cost him $17,000. That's what the last game of chess I played. And that was in the year, it was in the 90s. And when I was done with that game, it cost him $17,000 US within 2 or 3 weeks after that. That was just a down payment on what he owed me. Okay? That was the last time I played a game of chess. In the year, I guess it was before I sold my barge, and in the 90s. So I haven't played a game of chess in 25 years, but I remember that game. The guy was playing with he had an electronic computer, and I played this guy chess. 2 or 3 games a night he played with, there was a group of people that stayed together. And each night we would all get together, and we had a couple of chess boards, and we were partying, and everybody would play each other. But I won't mention, he was an Irish guy. So the Irishman had a chessboard that was electronic. Another SupaChat. I can't even tell a story. You guys are killing me. Another super chat. All right, so now we're going to have to sing and I'll get back to the story because this is getting out of control. Scott Del Fuego, a pork pie hat is a narrow brim hat like Rocky Balboa. I know what that is now. It's like this. Like if I turn this up like this, yeah? That's like a pork rimmed hat. Now I got a pork pie hat. I got a fedora. And I got the fedora on wrong. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Scott Del Fuego. Thank you for paying me to scam you. In the name of the Lord, Jesus loves you. Remember, it is better for you to give to me than the other way around. Salamat. Now, Warren H. No, don't. All right, Warren H. No, don't feel like chatting just now. Maybe tonight. All right, buddy. After, I'm going out to the buoy. I'm going to the buoy. And then when I get back from the buoy, I will look for you. That will be, I don't know what time it will be. I hope you can hear me, Warren. And by that time, I'll have titled the video and made it unlisted for you. So you'll have something to look forward to when you wake up. Big Kevin, talking about scammers, baby. Big Kevin, I've been sitting here with my fedora on, telling people that I'm scamming them. And people are helping me figure out ways to scam for the next scam. And it's working. You need to get onto your Big Kevin machine, and you need to start telling people you're going to scam. I'm telling, look at this, Big Kevin. Oh, we lost it. Uh-oh. We lost it. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, okay. Big Kevin, look at what they did to me. After I told them I'm going to scam them, after I told them, they made a rainbow from here to Hawaii, to the Mrs. Hapsters. Look at this. We need to get Obet, the brown American expat. Look at this. It's a rainbow, flashing colors on my screen. I see green and orange, and I see blue too, and orange too, and green, and green and green and green and orange, and red, and red. Expat Pepper, he gets a special shout out. He paid me to abuse him. He paid me when I abused him. He paid me to abuse him. Kevin, take notes. It doesn't stop there. The Hapsters from Hawaii, baby. It's a rainbow, says John Escape, who gives more money. He gave money too. Chris Alexander didn't stop. The pork pie hat. Warren H, ha 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 ha, share the funds. And Tycho Ham sends me a scam sandwich. Giddy up, baby. Kevin, take notes. Now watch this. Obet, the brown American expat. Roberto, the creator of informative and influential videos worldwide. Big Kevin, I made $20 on SupaChat. SupaChat, Big Kevin. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. But what they don't know, Big Kevin, I hear stories that your SupaChat is dwindling. What they don't know is Benny the Mac is sending it through the back door. That's what they don't know. That's what you never tell them that. You never tell them about the backdoor donations, Big Kevin. You keep those private. Those backdoor donations, otherwise known as the Sphinx Fund, you keep those private. Don't never tell anybody about the Sphinx Fund donations. Big Kevin, take my word for it. If they knew about the Sphinx Fund, the backdoor donations, they'd stop. They'd stop dead in their tracks. So we got Big Kevin is in the house. My friend, welcome to the machine. Tycho Ham says, Super Chat, Big Kevin, I got a new way to scam him. I got a scam sandwich. Tycho Ham gave me a scam sandwich, and there's a torpedo scam sandwich. That's right, Kevin. It's a need-to-know basis. They don't need to know who's slipping money in your back door. You could be into the Spinkster Fund. Don't tell anybody about the Spinkster Fund. Keep the Spinkster Fund secret. Keep your friends close, but keep the Spinkster Fund closer. Never tell anybody about the Spinkster Fund. We don't talk about the Spinkster Fund. If we're getting Spinkster funding, we keep that to ourselves. Private, private, private. Never, ever talk about the Spinkster Fund. Benny the Mac sends you $500 into the Spinkster Fund. Just bend over and smile. Big Kevin, bend over and take it like a man. Take the Spinkster Fund where the sun don't shine and smile like a man. That's right, baby. The Spinkster Fund. Lord knows about Spinksters. We've been getting lessons on Spinksters for the last 3 weeks. The Spinkster Fund is like Batman Rises. So look at this. Tycho Ham got a scam sandwich. Giddy up, baby. He knew you were coming on, and he said, giddy up. That's for the horsey in the stables at Big Kevin's house. Giddy up, baby. Now, John Escape. Mike, take care. John Escape, salamat. We're going to do a rainbow. John Escape sends a rainbow. There's John Escape's $5 rainbow. It's a rainbow. It's a rainbow. Look at this. We start at the top. It's a rainbow. Brown American expat needs to take screenshots. It's a rainbow. Flashing colors on my screen. I see them all. I see all the colors on my screen. You guys have been scammed. That ain't nothing compared to what I'm going to do to you when I go to the buoy. I'm going to go find some waterproof chalk. I'm going to put people's names on the buoys. I'm going to do 2-minute shout-outs, and then I'm going to back-charge you. Whether you like it or not, I don't care. It's my job. I got the fedora on my head. I'm the #1 scammer. People paying me to scam them. Who's better than me? Who's better than me? Tycho Ham. So, another one? Oh, no. Gotta stop. Mike, take care. Good night, Warren H. Good night, all. Darwin and Slob's Travels. Hello, Big Kevin. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that today's show, and it was a show, it was just the beginning. I have scams. I don't even want to talk about some of the scams I got going. I got scams coming from the deep. I got to get my tanks filled. I got to get my tank rolled is what I got to do. You know, everything with this shutdown. You know, people are complaining about the shutdown. Where we live, it's not shut down. I know it's shut down in other places, but there were people barbecuing on the beach yesterday, families and guys going out on the boat fishing. I made a video of several people when I was out on the ocean. I rolled up next to a couple of people on a pontoon boat, and nobody's ever going to see these videos. Just 2 or 3 people. Oh, Big E, if you're still here, I'll get that video. I got something for you. I want you to send it to Expat Prepper, because he's got a good heart, I got to tell you. So, Expat Prepper, if you're still here, I need to have your email. I'm going to send you a list of private videos, okay? They're comedy videos, but they're on, they're the comedy, it's the comedy of my some comedy from my Patreon page. It's the least I could do. Canoy in the Philippines is also getting a list, and then Big E is getting a list. Now, Arcelius Corner is welcome to the list, but there's going to be a caveat with the list. No money involved. But for Expat Prepper, because I got to tell you, man, Expat Prepper, you really screwed up my day. Not yesterday with the link, because I really don't think the link was bad. I think what the link did to my computer was bad. I don't know why. I know you would not send me a bad link, but because Expat Prepper, I thought I was gonna get upset with Expat Prepper, and Expat Prepper turns around and abuses me, sends me 1,750 pesos in SupaChat. Now that's abuse. I'm upset with Expat Prepper, and what does he do? He sends me $40. That's crazy. So I'm going to send you that list, and I'm only going to send it to people that I talk to. Who Big E sends it to are people that he talks with, people, his employees. So Saab is going to get a copy. So I guess Darwin is going to get a copy too. But you got to keep the list from spreading all over the world. Nothing in the list is strikeable, and they're all private links. So I don't care really that you watch them. It's privately linked through Patreon, so I can't get in trouble. Okay, so Expat Prepper, you figure out a way. Well, you already have a way. We're friends on Facebook. You send me your legitimate email address, and I'll send you the link. And in the link are some of my best and most famous comedy videos. Mostly political Obama, but some political John McCain videos, going back to John McCain and Obama when they were running for president. Okay, you text Biggie with your email, and you're going to get it's quite the entertainment value. Thank you, Expat Prepper. Thanks for I mean, come on. What could you say? It made the whole show. You made the whole show, and you didn't have to do that. I would have. What you did was not intentionally screw up my computer. I got to tell you, I said it on the show last night. I don't think you did any. All I know is that you know that when I clicked that link yesterday, my computer went bonkers. And I'll tell you what happened. I went to copy what was going on my computer this morning. I took my cell phone out. It's as if it knew my cell phone was watching. The screen went half black. I was on Lyrich Israel Caregivers channel last night. I was trying to leave a comment, and as I typed on the screen went black, following the letters. It took almost an hour to leave a comment on her page. Finally, I got through. I pushed the OK button, and the computer with my current 3 documents that I'm working on, they disappeared. Well, they went off with the computer, and the computer went off, and I had to restart the computer. And everybody knows it takes me 7 minutes to restart. But being that I had to open up those 3 documents, which are more than 200,000 words per document, it takes like an extra a minute, and then the page loads. It's the green bar. Instead of 7 minutes, it was taking 10 or 11 minutes. Now I'm telling you that I believe the link was good, but when I clicked the link, that was the end of the. I really did spend 11 hours. When I told Big E I was going off his show at 1 o'clock in the morning, I was on the computer till 2:45 in the morning, just trying to get it to start. It would start, I'd open it up, I'd punch in the code, I'd set the video to load for Warren H, and it would go on, and I'd open up my Word document, and I'd save the first document and the second document, and the computer would just shut down. There was no warning screen, nothing. I type in like a word into the document, like from my show notes for today, and I go to save it. I push the save button, the screen goes blank. It didn't save it. Didn't matter, because I don't know what I'm going to say or what I'm going to say it anyway, and I don't care. Everything I say is a total scam. So what difference does it make what I say, when I say, or how I say it? It's all lies, deceits, half-truths, and satire, except for pumping chemicals into the children. I don't like that. See? And that's why I don't use Facebook. Expat Prepper got his Facebook taken down for telling truths. Now, I'm going to give you the name. You want to know what's really going on, Expat Prepper? I'm going to try to put this into the name of the website that you want to go to is Valuetainment. Valuetainment. I'm going to try to post it into my computer. Last time I tried it, it shut my computer down. But I'm going to open up a new window. And there's okay. All right. Yeah, it's Valuetainment. Okay. Now I want you to watch this. That's the top choice. Valuetainment. Okay. Now if you think I'm kidding, if I go there, my computer typically will shut the live stream off. It will shut the live stream off. Valuetainment. Then there's a woman with brown shoulder-length hair, curls up on her shoulder. And you watch, there's an 8-minute and 52-second video of her talking about what they're going to do, being interviewed by somebody that would be of value to you or me. Then, in that interview, there's a link that brings you to a 1-hour plus video of what they are about ready to do to the people of the flat plane, otherwise known as Earth. This woman goes through many of my videos. By the people that have watched me know that I have always said on December 15th they slip it to the American people. But this year on December 15th they slipped it to the world. Deep, hard and deep and dry. So in this woman, Valuetainment, in this video, the 1-hour video, she talks about everything that's happening today. The lockdown. The fact that we have food, but we can't leave the house. The fact that they have placated people with $1,200. But the day they came out with the $1,200 number, what they passed through Congress and the Senate was to destroy the economy, absolutely decimate the economy. And you didn't see a word of it. All you saw was $1,200. Everybody's getting $1,200. I'd like to know, I started doing my taxes the other day. I ran into a glitch, but I'd like to know how much more they're going to screw us before they pull the plug, okay? Because they're going to pull the plug. This thing that they want to do to everybody now, this is nothing. This is just the beginning. So this woman has been following this stuff all the way back to Fauci and on January 11th of 2017 when he told Trump that this was going to happen. There's no doubt that this thing that's happening today is going to happen on your watch. Okay, so this Valuetainment You can put that name on there, Darwin and Saab or Expat. This name, Valuetainment, Valuetainment, Valuetainment. This name, this website is similar to Bart Sibrel. He knows also what they're doing. The same way he exposed the fraudulent moon landings. The same way. And the same way that they are covering up what happened to Building 7. These people are light years ahead of the brain trust. Bill Gates even started raping you for the money for the $1,200 checks. They're talking about, we have a new phone. It's only $1,200. Wow, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. We have a $1,200 new iPhone, and you just got a $1,200 stimulus check. Whoa! Who better than to send the richest man in the world money? Who better? Nobody, baby. Because when it comes to scams, I pale in comparison to Bill Gates. Now, I'm not saying he didn't deserve his money, but at some point, when you're the richest man in the world, and you're still punching out phones for $1,200 that cost probably $50 to make. I mean, okay, there's a lot of technology, but what does it actually cost for that phone to be made? $50, $75, if that. And you're getting, the rest is advertisement. And he has the advertisement option. But I mean, oh yeah, 5G, baby. Oh, the best. Everybody wants to have a 5G, system set up right on the corner of their house so they get the best internet. Yeah, they are pushing this stuff to where you don't even understand what they're doing. I made videos years ago. They want your heart. They want your soul. Okay? They want it all. And they want you to stop breathing. And I told you this 10 years ago. I started making these videos back in 2009, 2008, but I didn't release them till 2010. These people, they want you to stop breathing so they don't have to pay Social Security pensions and, your Social Security, whatever you get. They don't want to pay. I had a friend of mine, Jim. He was a police officer. He lived to be 96 years old. He retired when he was 55. He collected a pension for 41 years. More money than he made when he was working as a police officer. Actually, he was a sergeant, first Puerto Rican sergeant in New York City. And he, my neighbor, and his children worked for me on the barge. Well, one of them did. And but he collected a pension for 41 years. So they don't want to pay people's pensions for 41 years. And I lived with him when I went to Florida. He would laugh. He goes, these people are paying my pension. I hope I live forever. Jim was the kind of guy that you want to live forever too. He was a great man. He was my friend from the time I was 6 or 7 years old. Everybody was welcome at Jim's house. Jim could do those 3-finger push-ups when he was 50 years old. And he was the first Puerto Rican police sergeant in New York City. So if you could figure out who the first Puerto Rican police sergeant was in New York City, and if Scott Del Fuego was listening, I'll give you his name, and you could look it up because I think you have the ability to look that up. But and so do several other people here. He was my friend. We were all welcome in Jim's house. He made so much money. He made so much money as a police officer in New York City in the 50s and 60s. You have no idea. His kids had boats. They had Solomon skis. They had Solomon vests. They had jet boats. They had racing boats. They had hydroplane boats. They had They had every possible toy. They had a huge pool. Every day of the summer, every child from everywhere, 50 people in the pool, enough food for 60 children. He was a good man, Jim. Everybody loved him. And he had a pension for 41 years. And when I lived with him, when I moved to Florida to be a police officer, and I lived at Indian River, I lived with him for 4 months while I was training, and I got to know him better as an adult. I loved him. He was like a dad to me. In fact, today is one of his son's birthdays, but he's no longer with us. So, but he used to laugh. He goes, "These people are dying." He goes, "I'm going to stay healthy forever." He even when he was, even in 1995, and he was like in his 80s. One thing I remember, he liked to eat the chicken bones. He chewed the chicken bones for the marrow, the marrow inside the chicken bone. And his wife was 91. He was 86, I think, and his wife was 91. And we had such fun. He took me all over that place. Indian River Community College was the central part of where we lived. In fact, he lived in a place called Vero Beach, home of the newlywed and nearly dead. That was the name. That was and he lived on 4th Street, 1st Avenue, 2nd Avenue, 5th Avenue. I forgot. There was an American gas station on the main road, but it was 4th Street. I think it was 5th Avenue. 4th Avenue and 5th Street. It was just right before the bridge, right around there. Vero Beach, home of the only place to go. I lived there for 4 months. There was one bar. It was a billiards bar. You talk about rednecks. We're talking rednecks, man. This was a bar that was, that part of Florida was the extension of the Deep South. The bar was directly underneath the bridge. I mean, like under the bridge. And you went to the bridge, and the bar was under the bridge. You go in there, and I had a DA haircut because I was taking the state trooper test and the Marine Patrol test. It was like when I lived in Arkansas. And I only spent 3 weeks in Arkansas, but they knew I was from New York. I mean, they didn't bother me. No one really bothered me, but you couldn't become friends with anybody in there. They'd let you buy a drink. They never had a problem, but it was a strange place. Arkansas was more friendly because the way I met the people from Arkansas was I went into a gas station and I said to the guy, "Where's the bathroom?" And he went down that hallway. And I made a wrong turn and I went into an office. I'm telling you, there were stacks of cash in that office, 18 inches high. And I looked around and I said, "I better get out of here." I didn't take anything because I didn't know I didn't care if there was anybody in there or not. I didn't want to be in that room where they think that I'm going to steal their money. Turns out I didn't take anything, and I became friends with somebody. And then that morning, the gas station was a bar. And the bar, they wanted me to have a drink. And they got me freaking hammered. And I got drunk, but I needed a muffler on my van. And the girl who worked for Midas Muffler was a cute girl. And it was snowing. It was cold. And she, in the rest of the country, and she and I became good friends. And I stayed in and around the Arkansas area for maybe 2.5 weeks. And because I was friends with her and I didn't abuse her or anything like that, it was a nice experience, but it was different. And luckily I was staying in some beat up old van, and they just looked at me as like one of the boys, believe it or not. So Expat Prepper, Darren and Saab says, interesting for the valuetainment. Okay, thank you, I think. But you guys want to see what's really going on, and I mean really going on, that channel will bring you to the links of documentaries that will just rock your world. And that's why I made the videos 10 years ago saying, I'm moving to the Philippines, baby, because that shit ain't going to happen in the Philippines. And as much as it hasn't happened to me and won't happen to me, where we are, there's no lockdown where we are. I made videos yesterday. I'll send them to Big E. Probably be a week from now, as slow as the internet is. I'm going to show you how the people where I live interact with me when I walk up to them, and how much fun and how much entertainment. But those videos I don't want you sending to anybody else, Big E. That's just between you and me, and maybe Warren and Scott and Dennis and Blue Rose and Mercury and a couple of other people. But there's going to just be going to be the 8 people on my circle, on my internet circle. Those are going to remain private. But the people that live where I live, when I say hello to them, they want me to stop and sit there and chat with them and laugh with them. And they ask me for jobs, and we talk about how much money they want, how much money they're making now. And then when I find out how much money they're making, I ask them for a job. And then everybody starts laughing, and it becomes a circle joke at that point. Because some of these guys here make 20,000 pesos a month for being a boat captain, which he lives on the boat. His food is paid for by the owner of the boat. His soap, his water, and his food is paid for by the owner of the boat. So he's really making about 30,000 pesos a month. His electric, his water, his food, his soap, and his fan is all getting paid for by the owner of the boat. So he's making 30,000 pesos a month, which is a big money for a boat captain. So I asked him for a job, and we all had fun. So let's get back to the message. Okay, so Louis Pagan Ponce, Michael, in your wildest dreams, did you ever think you were capable of making a living online? You can now proudly say you own a bona fide online business. Well, Louis Pagan Ponce, to answer your question, that's a good question. But I'm not really making a living. I'm scamming a living online. I'm not earning a living. I'm screwing everybody on ScrewTube. Okay, so Louis, to answer your question, if YouTube didn't throttle my view counts, Louis, in the year 2010, I put out my first video, my #1 video. That video, within 6 months, went viral. By the time 6 months was up, the videos I had been posting from 2008 that I made to 2010, I had about 175 videos on YouTube. 200 videos. I don't remember. I have a video of how many videos I had. It's in a box. I haven't been able to get. I can't even. When I get the new computer, I'll take the drive out of the box that it's in. So here's the bottom line. I had 150, 200 videos. One video went viral at 14,000 views a day. And other videos went semi-viral at 500 to 2,000 views a day. So I was getting 1,400 plus views per day. And my YouTube check that came from YouTube, Google, was $3,850 per month. Month in and month out. And that's where they throttled me. No matter how many more videos I put out, they maintained $10 plus or $10 minus until they eventually got rid of my channel because of the stupidest things. I mean, I left the tags in the comments section of my video, of the description. I left the tags in the description, but I left more than the tags that were allowed. So they flagged one one for too many tags. Another one was music playing in the background that I couldn't even hear, but it was copyrighted material, and one I deserved, no doubt about it. Well, I mean, for me it was comedy, but and it wasn't about Obama, I'll tell you that right now. It had a lot to do with fish, though. So, yeah, I did say, I did think I could make a living on YouTube, and I did. So that year, I don't know what I made, $30-something thousand in a year, something like that. It was stupid money, and I'm going to myself, Chiefs, I go to the Philippines, I could live like a freaking king. But when they took my channel down, I posted the same videos and never got views again. Never got more than, I don't know, one video got 500,000 views on it, another one got 700,000 views. I used to get that in a couple of days. You know, I used to get 14,000 views a day. This month, I got 28,000 views this month, down from 35,000 views last month. However, my online earnings went up 240%. That has nothing to do with the computer donation, has nothing to do with the increase in Patreon. Patreon increased significantly. Louis Paganpants, the content of the Dildo Burgers. Do you have a channel, Louis Paganpants? Scott says, I follow on Twitter. I didn't know I had Twitter. Are you saying that when I post a video, it goes on Twitter? I didn't know I had Twitter. Somebody said I had Twitter, but the last time I remember going on Twitter was with Daisy 2 years ago. Maybe you did follow me on Twitter? Louis Paganpants, do you have it's hard for me to get to your people's channels. It doesn't give you the ability to go to people's channels anymore. I could send you a list of comedy videos. Scott, Rabbi Chewbacca. Those were so inventive and entertainment. Amazing work in those days. See, now I can't do the Rabbi Chewbacca videos anymore. Well, I could. The Dildo Burgers. The Dildo Burgers are on Twitter. You know, there are people that are better at this than me. I don't know how to even do. I wouldn't even know how. The Dildo Burgers are on Twitter. Oh, the Dildo Burgers. You know that I have the Dildo Burger with me? I'll look for when it's not going to be this week. I have the Dildo Burger. Not only, wait, Scott, wait for it. Where the hell is that thing? Hold on a minute. Wait, Scott, don't go away. I got something I want to show you. I found this the other day, too. Oh, I found it a long time ago. Where the fuck did that thing go? Oh. I lost it. There it is. Scott, if this doesn't bring back memories, fond memories. The Pope's pipe. Tell me that this wasn't one of the best comedy routines on the internet for that time frame. This goes back to the days of the Vatican, the Pope's pipe. And I got that staircase thing somewhere. I don't know where it is, but the Pope's pipe. It's got nothing on the Dildo Burgers, but the Dildo Burgers was a classic. The Pope's Pipe, baby. Everybody remembers the Pope's Pipe. The Pope's Pipe. It's just a freaking bedpost. It made me famous. The Pope's Pipe and my spatula. You people out there, you think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. The new machine learning that Google Alphabet and their what is called algorithms. No, I didn't get shut down for saying the Dildo Burgers. Well, maybe I did, but I got the Pope's Pipe. They don't like the Pope's Pipe. The machine remembers my videos called the Pope's Pipe. Or the machine is reading the pipe as something it doesn't understand. Okay? Something it hasn't learned yet. So it shuts your stream down. That's the truth now. It's learning. Now, if I turn the camera around and show you the videos where they want you to cease to exist, any part of the video, any picture in the video, any part of the bridge, the seagull sitting on the bridge, the machine knows what that is, shuts my live stream right down. If I put the valuetainment link into my chat window, shuts me right down. If I put a Bart Cybrell link in my chat window, shuts me right down. If I put a Eric Dubai link in my chat window, shuts me right down. If I put the Jericho report, who just got demonetized with 100,000 subscribers, shuts me down. If I talk about what's on the Jericho report, shuts me down, because it already knows about the Jericho report. So the Jericho report, the guy on the Jericho report, he doesn't even admonish what he's talking about in the Jericho report. He just gives you a 2 or 3 second word analysis of the link he's going to post. But because he posts those links, which are all verifiable, he got shut down, monetized. He was making whatever he was earning with 100,000 plus subscribers, probably close to 20,000. He should be earning close to $10,000 to $20,000 cash a month. Now, I know people with 100,000 plus subscribers that earn more than $10,000 a year. Let's put it like that. Now, I know people with 50,000 subscribers that make $20,000 a year, but those guys, they have vertical lips between their legs. Both of them, okay? Both of them have vertical lips between their legs. They don't have 3-part packages. They're afraid to talk about the New World Order, and they're afraid to talk about what the New World Order is going to do to you. I don't care, but they will never touch that subject. And I mean, for the money they're making, one guy's pulling down $6,000 a month, 3 to 5, 6, 4, 6,000 a month. Every time he puts out a fucking worthless fucking video, he gets 12,000 views. Okay, God bless him. But he's not going to talk about anything truthful. He's not going to give up that money, because that's, to him, life is money, money is life. Me, I don't care. I don't care one bit. This is not going to affect me. So to answer your question, did I ever think I'd be able to make a living on YouTube? I made a living on YouTube for years. Even that 30,000 for that 1 year, plus probably 30,000 plus. Then the next year, I was still making 5,000 to 10,000 a year. Hasn't changed, but I mean, that's just, you know, that. But what for 20,000 subscribers for the content that I put out, I should make 20 times what I'm earning now. 20 times. I put out some good content, some bad content, some scammer content. I mean, I put out content. a content creator on YouTube like myself always was good for $10,000 to $25,000 a year. And only just the last 2 years has that gone down to a pittance of what it was. But I don't got nothing to do now. So for me, this is good. I'm waiting for the tide to come up. I gotta go. My biggest problem today is I have to change. My biggest problem today is I have to take this camera case off this rope, and I have to change this to I'll show you. This is my biggest problem. 2 problems I got today. One is finding something to put a piece of chalk in so I could go put people's names on a buoy. And the other problem is, I'll be back in about 15 seconds. The other problem, I guess I could fix this problem right now. I'll just work on my 2 biggest problems. I'm going to take this off of here. Watch me work, baby. This is magic. All right? I'm earning money right now, by the way. So to answer your question, I always made money on YouTube. I just never made so little money on YouTube as I do now. That's okay, though. I'm resilient. So what I want you to do is I want you to share my YouTube experience with as many people as possible. Tell them people to stop begging for SupaChat and start demanding some super scam SupaChat. Tell those people it's okay. Fazio gives you permission to do such. Okay. We got a little rust going here. I don't think it's going to come apart. No. Okay. Yeah, this, yeah, we got it. I'm not going to cut it. Not just yet. This is my homemade underwater. I'm going to tell you something. This is something I don't think I could patent it, but I'm going to tell you what this is. This is a 1 quart, a 1 liter plastic milk bottle. This is a plastic cellophane tape. So I taped the milk bottle to this. It used to be a walking stick. Okay, so this float for the GoPro, it only floats about that high out of the water, maybe 2 inches. So it's hard to see. But the problem with this is when you go down 100 feet, it no longer floats. Well, you'd never find it if it fell out of your hand. One time, this in a wreck in Palawan, I was diving a Japanese warship, about 100, just less than 100 feet of water. This fell out of my hand, and I was inside a wreck. So that means it had to go up, right? But it went up really slow. I saw it go up slow, but I was going through a doorway, a hatch. So when you go through the hatch, you gotta go through to where your legs pass the hatch. Because of the algae on the metal frame, and everything has an algae on it. You don't want to touch anything. And I don't wear a Lycra suit. I'll just wear a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. Probably not the best thing in the world to do, but it's how I do it. So I knew it fell out of my hand because it fell out of my hand. So it had to go up, right? Can't go sideways, it's got to go straight up. It took me, at 100 feet, you have what is called bottom time. At 100 feet, depending on your breathing, you're going to get 7 to 14 minutes of bottom time. I'm an air hog, so I have 11 minutes of bottom time at 100 feet. I ran out of my bottom time looking for this, and it just went straight up. And it went straight up where I was. I knew where I was, but I kicked up a little silt, and then when I got up there, I couldn't find it. It was on the other side of a beam. So the beam was down this low, and I couldn't. You get disorientated, and then where is the door that you came through? You know where the door is. The door is over there. There's the door. But so this was on the other side of the beam. So this took like 4.5 or 5 minutes to find. So I made this. So people say to me, when I'm on the surface, they go, what are you going to do with that? I go, I want to take this down with me. This is going to be my GoPro stick. Because most GoPro sticks, when you drop them, they fall down. And they could fall down into 140 feet of water. And then you're screwed. Because you're not going down to 140 feet to look for something. And when it goes down, you could follow it down and get it if you follow it down. But if you don't follow it down and you're at 100 feet, and it falls along the side of a boat or something like that, if you just look up for 1 second to tell somebody that you're going after your GoPro camera and the stick, it's gone. I don't care who you are. You better be Joe Pro at diving, because now you got to go down to 140 feet, 135 feet, which is where the bottom of the ship is. You don't have a lot of bottom time at 140 feet. You got a minute and a half, maybe. But this, I couldn't find. It was on the other side of the beam. This one, people say to me, oh, that won't work. It's going to collapse. Yeah, it's going to collapse. This bottle, it gets to about that thick at 100 feet. It collapses down from the pressure, and then, but it still floats. It still floats, and then when it comes back up, it expands back into the tape. It's an amazing thing. I don't know if I'm still online. I don't see any comments. Hold on, let me check this out. I'm looking at comments from an hour ago. 8 watching. Oh, okay, so Scott says that, okay, Scott lets me know that there's still people watching. Thank you, Scott. When I got certified, there was one guy on the dive that was kind of weird. Always problems. You know, when I got certified, expat prepper, yes. So he's a diver too. When I got certified by Ed and Jean Tiedemann, yeah, okay, thank you, expat prepper. When I got certified at Tiedemann's Dive Center in Levittown, Long Island, you can call them up. Anybody who doesn't believe me, you can call them up. From 1980, they'll remember me if they answer the phone. There's a big dive center now. They don't answer the phone much. I called them when I was in New York to say hello. I never did get in touch with them, but there was a guy who had no arms. And when I say no arms, I mean no arms. He just had shoulders and little hands that stuck out from his shoulders. Nobody would dive with that man. Nobody. Because he needed a buddy. So I was his dive buddy. And whatever I did, one of my brothers was there as well. We were the A-team. My brother and I were the A-team. Tell you that right off the bat. You call up Ed and Gene Tiedemann and you ask them, Michael Fazio and his brother. They were the A-team, 1980, right? They'll say yes. They'll remember us too. We were more than extraordinary in what we did. So the guy with no arms, I trained with him and I helped him. Of course, he couldn't pass the test, but he gave it his all. And people would say that they would go, why are you taking your time? That's the guy wants to go diving. So I'll be his buddy. So I would have been his buddy in the open water if he would have been able to pass the test in the pool, but he couldn't. So, but I did go down with him, and we did the hand signals and the breathing exercises and taking whatever instructions and whatever ability that he had, and Ed and Gene were okay with me. But he knew he couldn't pass the open water, but he wanted to go under the water. And that's what we did. Okay, no, you don't have a channel. All right, hold on, Louis. Let me read the comments. Anyway, you asked Ed and Gene if the story that I just told you about the guy with no arms was true. They'll tell you it's true. They'll tell you I trained with the guy. Now, I didn't only train with the guy. Other people trained with him too, but nobody wanted to until I did. Because I said, if the guy wants to go underwater, I'll be there to make sure he stays alive. That was what I do best, keeping people alive. And I had already been in that position for many years. I had run heavy equipment and cranes and barges and tugboats over people. You have no idea the shit I did to keep people alive. The thoughts that I had, the decisions that I had to make. Keeping people alive is what I did, even at an early age. Not that I'm the only person, but I was good at it. Nobody told you. The only guy that ever got hurt was that guy Frank, and it was just a thumbnail. Scott says, was at the bottom and the dive master caught him in his shorts. He was kind of playing with his you know what. No, it was pathetic and tiny. We ended the dive. He wasn't even embarrassed. He said he was scratching. Fukushima, baby. That's one of the videos. The Fukushima videos. That's one of the videos. I could tell you the name. I have them up on my screen now, a month. Rabbi Chewbacca, they want you. They want you. They want you. Song, the D-O-D-D-A-D, that song. Rabbi Chewbacca, they want fluoride in the water, baby. That's one name of one song. Second name, Yale Skull and Bones 322. Secret logos on the dollar bill. Big shout out for the, and then there was a couple of others that I have in the, Fukushima. Hold on, let me look for that. And I'll send it to you in an email right now. It might be something I shut off, Scott. To be honest, it might have been a video I shut down and never put back up on Patreon. Not because I won't get a strike. It won't be. It's not a monetizable video. But I'm going to look in my in my search box right now for the Fukushima video. Yeah. In God we trust. Four faces of the Antichrist. Oh, there's 108 videos. There's 108 videos with the word Fukushima in it. Okay, we got to go from before I was in the Philippines. Obama lies. Fukushima is a 300-ton per day nuclear disaster. That's private, Scott. Google Obama's trip to Africa. That's private. Rabbi Chewbacca trains Obama doll. That's private. There's APAC Rabbi Chewbacca bashing. That's private. Rabbi Chewbacca trains Mr. Obama. That's private. Chewbacca Beard of Wisdom Fukushima. Okay, maybe that one's private. That was July 9th, 2013. That one's private. Dick of Doom, private. Fukushima. Easter Eulogy, private. Fukushima on the dollar bill, private. Antichrist Obama, 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 Monsanto, private. Wow. I gotta get, you know what I'm gonna do? Wow. I got a lot of private videos. I told you, I started building a new channel. And I moved a lot of stuff, but I never got to the Obama, back to the Obama comedy. All right, I wonder what this is. Fukushima on the dollar bill, private. And Fukushima is on the dollar bill in one way. I don't know what to say. I'm looking at 108 videos, and every one of them except 1, 2, 3 are private. Wow. All right. Fukushima, Obama's I'm not even going to say that. The things I used to get away with. FU proper, Fukushima, Obama, private. Fukushima Zionist, private. It doesn't end. I got to get back to my, I got to start loading this stuff back up in a different way to Patreon. All right, I'm going back. You're not going to find that, Scott. I have to review each one of these videos. And I also have to change the titles. That would, because even Patreon wouldn't let this. Obama's a Fukushima, Obama's a, and then it sounds like the word rock, but it's not rock. And then let's I don't even believe I made the title to this video that I made the title. Let me see if I can wordsmith this. Okay, so I'm opening up a video. No. I don't believe I put this name on a video. And this video got a lot of views. No. All right. Scott, I don't even know where to go with this. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Louis Paganpons, we got to get back to you. Louis Paganpons, if you got a public video about Fukushima, Give Scott the name, but how can I get your email, Lewis? I'll send you a list of some of my comedy that is public. Giraffal Landowner. I wish I knew about you and your channel back then. Dude, I got some of the... There is nobody on YouTube. This is why I say my Patreon account is off the chain. I mean, the stuff that, first of all I did is what other people were doing, but I did it first, mostly. Nobody ever put Mr. Obama on top of a DOD. I made Mr. Obama ride on things that you would say no. My channel would get I don't know about flagged or shut down, but they would censor me even more. Sending you email. Okay, you're sending me an email. Louis Pagan Ponce. How can I get you your email? I'm looking, Scott. I have to go back to my inbox. And Big E, if you're out there still listening in the background, I did not send you out a list that I promised you this morning because I've been busy scamming people. Scamming first, scamming second, and scamming third. Remember, our motto at the Church of Christians Plus is better for you to give me money than the other way around. Remember that. So we're looking at my inbox. Nothing yet, Scott. Although, okay, so Giraffal Landowner. Yeah, well, there's videos. I don't think the videos themselves are the reason for the demonetization. I think some of the titles conflict with political correctness. I mean, there was a video where we're going to substitute words now, where Mr. Obama is a rooster farmer in the Philippines. Now, they took the video down. They didn't flag my channel for it. They just said it was not good content. So I said to them, whoa. I rebutted their removal of the video. And someone looked at it physically and then put the video back up. So now I made that video private now, but because of the word and substitute rooster for something else. But in the video, I took Mr. Obama around a rooster farm in the Philippines, and I taught Mr. Obama how to do roostering, cock-a-doodle-doo and stuff like that. And he was very, very loving, and he would sit on top of the rooster houses, and then I was teaching Mr. Obama rooster farming and how to be a rooster farmer and how to grow roosters. But remember, substitute the word for something else. And Mr. Obama was a very good student, and there was a man that owned a rooster farm, and he also put Mr. Obama in his arms with a rooster, and the Mr. Obama and the rooster, they hit it right off with each other right away. But it wasn't the content of the video, it was the name of the title. So I changed the name, and now it's okay. Mr. Obama is a rooster farmer in the Philippines. But it was a different word, and they just said, no, we don't like that name. Okay, there you go. Now we're talking. No, okay, I shouldn't have did that. Okay, so doesn't matter. Okay, so hold on a minute. All right, I gotta, I'm gonna put your email right at the top of this page here. Oh, that's simple. That's simple enough. Okay, Louis, I'm going to get you out a list of those videos. I'm going to make this so big that I can't forget it. Thank you, Louis, for being a long-term subscriber, and thank you for the idea. Scam sandwich from the other gentleman, and you with remembering the dildo burgers and the God. It's an amazing thing, YouTube. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, I scammed you first. And remember what a fedora means. I didn't know what a fedora meant, but now I'm getting the hang of it. Louis, I'm going to send you something. Not right now, but it is in very big letters, and it is in very yellow letters, and it is underlined, and that's it. You'll be getting something in the mail, promise. Thank you. You know what I could do? Wait a second. Let me see if I can open up my email. I had trouble opening up email before. Let me see. Scott, I do see mail. Yeah, that is me, Scott. You know what? I did have an account like that. No, that's me. That damn thing has to be from the time of the dildo burgers. Wow. Yeah, that's me. I remember that account now that you say it. And actually, I remember me and Daisy putting in a bunch of videos on that page. Wow, that goes back. The dildo burgers. When I made the dildo burger, that was like, 2003? No. Couldn't be that. It was back in the 2000s. It was around Mr. Obama's time. Yeah. That's right. It was right around Mr. Obama. Mr. Obama was very creative. He causes a lot of creativity in us creators. Yeah, that's me. All right, so Louis, hold on a minute. I gotta go to my drafts. Oh, to draft this. I'm going to have to do 3 things before I can get this to you, Louis. I'm going to have to send this to myself with... No. All right. I need to do... Louis, I'm going to get you out a list of emails for your patronage, and if the other... the scam sandwich man is here, let me know if you're here. Hold on. I need to send this. I need to send this to him. I'm going to send it again to Scott, and I'm going to send it to myself. I might as well just send it to my group. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 people. That's me, 8 people, my group of friends. Okay. All right, so 8 of my friends and subscribers are going to get this mail. Big E, if you're listening, the instructions at the top are relatively simple. I'm sure that you will follow them. My other friends already know that that's pretty much set in stone. So it just got sent out to Big E, Scott, Merck, Warren. But when I receive it, and to myself, and when I receive it back, Lewis, I'm going to send it to you. So I have to wait for that. It's going to take 2 or 3 minutes. Giraffal landowner, I understand. And you know what pisses me off, Giraffal landowner? Many of his favorite videos, favorite channels and vids have been removed from YouTube in the last couple of years. What pissed me off, that would be me, Scott. Daisy and I, Daisy went on some Twitter rampage, and I was with her all the way, trying to gain more subscribers and more views. But after YouTube put me in the box, there was no way out of it. So I gave up shortly after that. I never posted, intentionally, I never posted anything to Twitter. If something went there, that's okay too. Well, anyway, Lewis is going to get the email next, but I'm going to remove all my personal friends' information from that. So, Lewis, this is just for my long-term subscribers, because you guys, you know, I would appreciate it if you don't send it to anybody else. I mean, if you want to watch the videos with other people, I mean, I'm giving it to you freely, but I would appreciate it if you don't share it to too many places. Or certainly not the entire list. And it is quite in-depth. So because of your generosity and the fact that you've been following me for so long, I think that you deserve. And this is just 1/10 of my this only goes back a few months of my Patreon. This is just a few months of my Patreon postings. And I haven't posted anything this week to Patreon because my computer hasn't been working. Okay, so now, Lewis, we got to get your email address. Okay. You guys that are still with me, just bear with me. And if you're not still with me, thank you for stopping by. But Lewis donated, you know, it's not so much the money that Lewis sent, but the fact that he knows I'm scamming you. He knows it. I tell him, and he sends me money. And also, Expat Prepper sent me money after I abused him. So I have to send him the list as well. So Big E is, and Expat Prepper is still here. So Expat Prepper, let me make sure I pulled everything out of here that doesn't belong there. Okay, Lewis, the mail is on its way. Let me know when it gets there. Now, Expat Prepper, you remind Big E that you get a copy of the mail. That works for me. This way I don't have to, I don't really care about your address. We're going to be meeting each other in a few weeks anyway. So I'll exchange all my personal information with you then. So the message was sent to you, Lewis. Let me know when you get it, if you can. If not, you're going to get it. Scott. Wow. I wish I could, I would love to do, I would love to do what you do for a couple of days. I mean, I love excitement. So Scott is saying good night. Thank you, Scott. Salamat. Thank you. And you know that. And thank you very much for abusing everybody that needed to be abused and watching me abuse half the people that need to be abused. And remember, the Church of Christians Plus, we have rules. Better for you to send money to me than the other way around. Jesus loves you. And brothers and sisters, send me your cash. So, thank you, Louis. Well, I mean, at this point, it's yours. I mean, you can share them individually, but I wouldn't want all those videos to go flying all over. It doesn't matter. Like I said, those videos are only posted to Patreon. So even if someone were to bitch about those videos, wouldn't matter. They're private videos. So they're not on YouTube. It's a different platform. Louis, yeah, okay, so I only have a few people watching. Unfortunately, the scamming is thin here. We're running out of people to get money from. I mean, you're expat prepper, if you're still with us, that email went out to Big E 5 minutes ago. Tycho Ham, Super Chat sandwich, giddy up, baby. Thank you very much for the Super Chat. Let me go through the people that Super Chatted me and the people that were on my channel. Big E from Cebu. Remember, if you're watching this video and you get this far and you are interested in scammers, scamming techniques, how to scam, abusing, who to abuse, how hard to abuse them, how much money you can get to abuse any particular person on any given day. We just maxed out at 1,750 pesos with Expat Prepper. After I abused him, he sent me 1,750 pesos. But who am I? You know, if I'm in the middle of a fraudulent business steal, and Expat Prepper wants to perpetuate that business steal for whatever reason, I'm all in. And Larry, I'll buy you a drink when we get together next month or in a few months, whenever it is. Thank you very much, Larry. So Big E in Cebu, Go Bobo's sister, who's also been an extremely generous person to my channel. In the past, many donations from Go Bobo's sister. Tycho Ham, I don't really know who you are, but thank you. That's deep focus, he says. Salamat. Go Bobo, LOL, Scammeroonie. Tycho Ham says, Scammeroonie. Yeah, baby, who's better than me? Look, when I put this hat on, I'm like a Jim Carrey. I'm like a Jim Carrey of YouTube. The one with the scam. Ethan Fashishi, thank you for the great. Now I would thank for the great content of bringing up 5G signals. Louis Pagan-Ponce, Tycho Ham, Big E, TLL Barton. Fazio is the best, coming from the fence jumper himself. The man who sold the motorcycle. The man who offered somebody else a computer if he got unblocked. And what happened? Never got unblocked. TLL Barton has sent me more than 3,000 pesos from his motorcycle money. I don't expect any more money. The rest you can send to the other guy. But TLO Barton has sent me 3,000 plus pesos from his motorcycle money. He wants to send it. He wants to share the wealth, and no one allows him to super chat. Just me. So TLO Barton, in a pinch, if you need to super chat me money, please. I mean, if you need to get rid of that money, like if, let's say you have a Super Chat fund, right? And you can't get Super Chat to any channel that you want to give it to, send it to me. I'm okay with that. I'll put your name on the buoy. How's that? Okay? I'll put your name on the buoy. Who's better than me? Who's better than you? You're going to get your name on a buoy in a mystical, magical chalk out in the ocean. Bono's Entertainment. There is a great channel. That is one of the greatest channels on YouTube, Bono's Entertainment. Him and me are in the same box. We have 20,000 subscribers. We've had 20,000 subscribers for years, and we both get 100 views per video. YouTube. Go Bobo Sister, Tycho Ham, Ethan Fasici, putting up tons of towers where I live. Towers are covered in cameras, baby. Louis Pagan Punch, major super chat. You know what? I could do this. Watch this. I'm going to turn this around. When I get to the bottom, I don't know that what you can see. I don't know if you can even see this. I think you can. Yeah, because it's a different item. Okay, let's go to the top. Yeah, okay, so Louis Pagan Punch with a $10 super chat. Scott Del Fuego with a $5 super chat. Tycho Ham, $10 super chat. 25, 27, 30, 38, 43, 48, 58, 68, 78, 70, 83, 84, 89, 91, 93, 98. Oh boy, we broke 100. $98 in Super Chat. 5,000 pesos in Super Chat. Now let me go back and read. The names of the people, and then I'm gonna $98. A 5,000 peso Super Chat. That's $100. Now, to some people, it's not just $100. To some people, it's 2.5 hours of bitching on YouTube and crying and moaning and whining that, you know, and to other people, that $100 represents 50 weeks of e-begging. I mean, you could break this down. You could break it down into hours. 50 weeks, 7 days, 24 hours a day times 50. You could break it down that I don't know what that is. How many hours are in a week times 50 weeks? That's what I earned. I earned 40,000 hours of crying, of one crying in the wilderness. $100 is 50 weeks of crying, of e-begging to some people. Scammeroonie, Big E, TLO Barton, Gogo Bobo Sister, Louis Pagan Punch, Scott Del Fuego, Pinoy Ahoy, Jack Thompson was here. Big E in Cebu was back. John Escape, expat prepper, paid me to abuse him today. I apologize, Larry, if you're still here. I just lose my mind. Yeah, you have no idea what I was going through last. And I know that. I bet if I click that link again, I won't do that. But I mean, it took. My computer is staying on. I don't know how long it'll stay. I'm not even exaggerating. What I said before is all true. The computer screen was turning black. It was half the screen was black. The top half the screen was black. The right half. As I typed letters, the screen went black, like 1 inch bold black across the screen. It was an amazing thing. Warren H., my buddy, my son, the man who bought me the Asus computer, Asus ZenBook, top of the line, Duo, the Asus ZenBook Duo laptop. And the second money transfer should be complete Monday. Can only do one a week, apparently. And that's going to be completed Monday. And then I'll be looking for a computer. Expat Prepper. The man who pays me to abuse him. That was sick, Larry. That was sick. I owe you. I owe you big time. I never expected that. You screwed me all up. You should have just let me bitch. But no, you had to ruin my day. I'm scamming, and then you're paying me to scam. And that takes the fun out of scamming. There's no fun in scamming somebody when then the guy turns around and scams. The Hopsters. Welcome to the machine. Love, love, love. Aloha from Hawaii. John Escape sends me rainbows and hearts. Darwin and Sab's Travels. John escaped. The Hapster. Sob Adventures. Big E is back. Tycho Ham. Michael Olo. Archangel. Michael Olo. Archangel. That's right. Chris Alexander's. With PK4, my chess games at times can be so pretty. Thank you very much, Chris Alexander. Darwin and Sab's Travels. You're only 5 years apart. Very nice. Well, that's what Big E was talking about last night. Closer age gaps. And I hope things work out for you. I really do. I don't know anything about either of you people. I don't watch. If Sab has videos up and I went there, I don't remember. I think she does. And if I did see one of Darwin's videos a while back, but I am subscribed to, I would say I'm subscribed to 5,000 people. Now, of those 5,000 people, YouTube has disconnected the bell for all but about 20. Grindall 61, doesn't matter how many times I click the bell. The next day, the bell is unclicked. I'll watch his videos. The Jericho Report, I have to Google it. No matter how many times I click the bell gets unclicked. That's what they're doing to me too. Bart Sabrell, you can't keep his bell clicked. Eric Dubai can't keep his bell clicked. You know, this is their new fucking program that they're just shoving it up our ass. And, you know, there's no way around this. This is Google's new program. They're just destroying everybody that tells the truth's content. So, and then when I come on there and tell people I'm scamming them, then I make money. So from now on, I'm never going to tell you guys the truth about nothing. The only truth that I'm going to tell anybody from now on is I'm building a new scam, send me money. That'll be the truth. And whatever I tell you will be a lie. The only part of the truth will be that I am starting a new scam, and then I'll tell you what the scam is. Just send me money. It ain't going to happen. Just the money part is going to happen. That's the only truth you're going to get out of me from now on. And I'm not even going to give you the rest of the scams I got up on the board. I got things planned for you people. I'm going to scam. I'm not even going to tell you. Expat Prepper, Tycho Ham, Chris Alexander, Warren Hunt, Sob, Tycho Ham, John. So Big Kevin was here. Tycho Ham, another $5 super chat. This guy, I don't know who this Tycho Ham is. This guy went to extremes to send me money. And so did Expat Prepper. And Scott Del Fuego with a pork pie. And Scott Tycho Scam with a super scam. Remember the torpedo side dish of pickles on the super scam sandwich. Remember, you heard it at Tycho Ham's first. And Giraffal Landowner. I watched Bono's Entertainment all the time for 4 or 5 years. Giraffal Landowner. Bo and I used to do shows, the Bo and Rocco show, and Bo and I were friends going back into 2010. We started our channels at the same time. And then Bono's Entertainment and I met at Holiday Isle in Isla Mirada. We met and we had lunch together. And we hung out for about 3 hours. He was in a band, and he was going to play at a place named Woody's, which was another 10 miles south. And it was New Year's Eve, I think. But we spent 3 great hours together. And I remember it like it was yesterday. And Bono's Entertainment is an honest man. You know what Bono's Entertainment said? He goes, I'm never going to monetize my channel so he could do the news. And he never did. And look at his view count. With 21,000 subscribers, he'll get 40 views on a video. He'll do the news for 15 minutes. He'll get 40 views. He's such a nice... We would have 3-4 hour conversations at once, 3 or 4 hours. Then we'd hang up, And a few days later, we would do it again. And that went on for a long time. I don't know, year, 2 years, I don't know. Yeah, he's a good guy. Okay, Louis Pagenpons, that's what I was waiting for. You received the email, and you're going to say goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say goodbye. Now, listen, if you want your name on the buoy, I will put your name in a washable chalk off the buoy. I'll put your name on the buoy. I'll give you $10 shout outs, baby. This is going to be the scam of a century. All I got to do is go 1,200 feet offshore, and at the same time, that's the deep water. There could be large marine creatures out there. They don't come around so often, and you don't see them too much, but they're out there. They are out there lurking in the deep, and I'll be by myself. And you know what? I don't care. There are dangers lurking in the deep. You'll never see them coming. They are, there's the coral sea snakes. Now, the problem with those coral sea snakes is, I don't know what depths they go down to, but when you see them in 8 or 10 feet of water, or even 4 feet of water, they're one of the most deadly snakes in the world. The problem is not them attacking you, okay? Even if you grab them by the body, which I never did and never would, but if you grab them by the body and they wanted to turn around and bite you, they wouldn't be able to bite you. Their little pincers would be hard for them to grab a piece of skin. But if they do, you got 6 hours to live. The problem with them is when they come up from the bottom, they're in a hurry to get up and get oxygen. And if they come up and they hit you in the web of the finger, like right in here, they'll bite you and you're dead 6 hours later. There's no cure. Well, there's no antidote that you would get in time. The antidote, if it exists, if it's in stock, if it's available, is in Manila. So if they bite you, you die. Or you rot from the inside out for about 12 hours, and then you die. But if they bite you, there's a 90% probability that you're going to die. So there was all kinds of crap out there. I have not seen a shark in my area, but they're out there. There's sharks in all oceans at all times. Plus, I don't swim at night, which is, you're more likely to see a shark at night than in the daytime. And no one's even seen a shark for a couple of, well, I think 2 years ago, someone said they saw a shark. But there's sharks out there. I mean, what kind of sharks? I don't know. I don't ask. I don't care. I don't want to know. I mean, it's just either this is what you need when you go swimming in the deep. It doesn't matter if you're with somebody else or not. You're with 10 people. The shark picks you. Your lucky day. Game over. If you don't have these, you got nothing in life. And if you don't get SupaChat, or you only get $2 a week in SupaChat, well, enough said about that. I ought to start a SupaChat school. How to screw your patrons. How to screw the patrons. How to screw the... I ought to start a super scam. Maybe I could start a super scam SupaChat school. I mean, think about it. Super scam SupaChat school. That's 4 out of 5. I could use the money sign. Super, money sign, scam, money sign. Super, money sign, chat. Super, school. So, super scam, super school. That's 5 out of 6. I could put the money sign in. SupaChat, Super Scam, Super School. Fucking the possibilities are endless. Let me tell you, I gotta go. I got scams that I got a whole list of shit I didn't even get to today. Tomorrow, I'll bring in the big guns. Tomorrow, I'm gonna bring in the big guns. I'm gonna try to get 1 or 2 2-minute videos loaded by tomorrow. I'll pick out some arbitrary name, mandatory donation once I post the video. And if you don't give it to me, well, then I won't get it. But if you do give it to me, you have been scammed. All right, babe, ladies and gentlemen, adios for now. For now, remember, scam me once, shame on you. Scam me twice, shame on me. Scam everybody, yay for Michael Fazio. Yay! Scammer, scammer, scammer. He's got, what's the name of this hat? I forgot the name of the hat. The fuck is the name of this hat? What? A fedora. He got the fedora on. Yeah, the fedora scammer. The fedora scammer from Bahal. Fedora scammer. Fedora scammer. Fedora. $98. 5,000 pesos. SupaChat. And I told him, I'm scamming you first. Send me money. I'm not sending you nothing for the money that you send me. Nothing. I'm just going to abuse you further. And now that I know who to abuse, I'm going to make note of that too. Gotta go. I have scams to create. I have chalk. I need to find a piece of chalk. I still need to get the ribbon off of here. I need a pair of pliers to do that. I need 2 hands. Then I'm going to put that on this. And then we'd be going swimming, baby. Going out to the buoy. I got work to do. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. I'm being permy. Giraffle, did you send Super Chat? Let me see. Tycho Ham, are you still here? I wish I could get to these people's channels so I know who the hell I'm talking to. Yeah, Tycho Ham, are you still here? I'll go down to the bottom in a minute. All right. Everybody that's watching now, there you go. Put that into your pipe and smoke it. Adios, amigos. Super Chat, Super Scam, Super Fraud, Super Church of Christians Plus. Super shout out to Big E. Super shout out to Chi and me. Baby, I'm being permy.